fries, gravy, and cheese curds. All right. Hi!
Hey guys, my name's here. I'm joined with,
Dragyn.
and hopefully we're all good to go in terms of volume. Everything looks fine. Everything is dandy. Welcome to Dragyn Talk Thursdays. Yes, I do have a guest. Woohoo!
Yeah, me.
He-
He is not me. He is with me. Haha, words.
yes, and I am with her. I wish
Oh, I
only
need
physical.
to update your command shit. Because I have a new extra life link.
Oh shit, you're right.
I wish we could be like in the same room streaming. That'd be fucking rad.
Amazing, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's my old.
Oh my god. Your chart is way too loud, right? Because I was streaming alone last week. And so I could have cranked up the volume. Now it's just way too loud.
No,
Oh my god, I'm so back. But how is everyone doing this fine night of... What I was about to say Christmas. What the fuck?
Oh, you're about 12 months too early and 1 month too late.
Yeah. I'm just like, hello? Daryl? It just passed Christmas. No, it's 2022. How's everyone doing this fine middle of the month of January 2022? How is everyone's 2022 so far?
I feel. Oh,
Go down.
going. Oh no, I am fucking up everything here. Oh no. Keep going.
Okay.
I will talk about my 22 in like a while because
Aw.
I copy and pasted the wrong thing.
Aw.
I was being lazy with emails earlier, and I was copy and pasting things to make it easier in my
I
life,
see.
and I copy and pasted a whole email into your chat. But
At least you didn't present it. That would have been hilarious.
oh, you would not want to read that shit.
Why is it forcing me to drive not so fast? Hey. Oh, I like that icon.
Hey, has a little icon in
That's
it.
so cool.
That's so cute. Guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, look at the chat.
Right?
He's so cute. There's extra life icon
Oh, that's
now.
so good.
Twitch has recognized us. We've made it.
You made it.
Uh-huh.
Like, actually, oh, that's so cool. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So, yep. Just for a heads up, I did talk about it last week when... but yeah, we do have another, she's starting another year of, extra life. So if you guys have some spare money, for whatever reason, you might have some spare money after Christmas and you're willing to give it away, go ahead and download, donate in the link down below. There's the words I'm looking for.
I can word this a little bit better. Hi,
Yeah,
everyone. I'm gonna do this like a Kickstarter video.
Oh my god, yes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mythical Dragyn, and I am here for my 3rd year supporting Extra Life. It is a charity organization that fundraises money to support hospitals under the Children's Miracle Network. And my local hospital here in Edmonton, the Stollery Children's Hospital here, is part of that network, and I'm very happy and excited to be fundraising for my local hospital again this year. If you got extra monies, or if you feel like being a little philanthropist today, click the link and donate, because everything goes to a really important cause, because these kids have been through so much in the last 2 years, like all of us, but especially them, who need life-saving treatments that keep getting delayed. So very important cause, and I've watched some videos that have been shared as thank you videos recently from some of the kids. And they're really emotional. So yeah, it's a really good cause, and I feel like I'm doing good things here, and I can't wait for another year of it.
The goods.
Yeah, I'm at $19.81, by the way, which is fucking why, but anyway.
At 81 cents, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
That's because our lovely crow donated Canadian dollar instead of US dollars.
Oh, I see.
So now we got some currency exchange there that happened, and I'm like, all right.
A beautiful currency exchange issue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, I can stay on this roundabout. Yeah! Got it.
But not bad, $20, and within the first 2 weeks of the year, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. And you still got the same goals rolling around, right? Ooh, that's my load right there.
I have other things.
Oh.
Okay, so milestones and incentives. So of course we have the regular extra life kind of milestones to go through because they give you like little swag if you hit certain goals. Woohoo, woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I do that? I don't know. So
Woohoo
like
woohoo.
if I hit my first, oh God, guys, I'm sorry, I need more coffee. One moment.
Drink that beautiful. Drink that beautiful mocha. What was it? Mulate. You said,
Mood latte.
which is a coffee
Because
milk.
Canadian DQ is better than American DQ. Anyway,
I
which we
can't
also have
really
to.
debate that because I haven't really been to DQ as much. So
That's true. But yeah, a mood latte. Why? No, I'm not gonna go into a mood latte. Extra life. This is important charity. So, my first milestone is $75, and that's where I get an extra life decal, which is like a cute little sticker, and I've got them on my computer. So I've got
ooh.
one from my first year and one from like my second year. And they're really cool. So they do different designs every year, about the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. So I get a new sticker this year. Then $100, I'm gonna do a personal interest video where I tell everybody about me and what I'm into. Because I thought that would be kind of
Interesting.
cool, but like get to know the like fundraiser, a little like
Right.
fundraiser person. And then $200, I get the Extra Life T-shirt, which oh my god, if I do that this year, that'd be my third shirt.
Hey.
And then I'm bringing back the Extra Life cookie decorating thing because I have found better icing tubes that can
Oh,
make them better.
hey.
So I can't wait.
Nice.
For those that don't know, if you go, I think it's on my Instagram probably.
Yeah.
You can go through the photos, and I did like Extra Life cookies, and I borrowed like some of the logos, and kind of like made like sugar cookies with like icing, and it's like the little Extra Life gaming controller and the wings and the halo and that kind of stuff. So they're really cute. I'm bringing that back this year because I want to improve my cookie skills. At
Cookie,
300, that's at $300. I can't wait. Plus, I get to eat them after, and like also share them with my sister and family. Woohoo!
woohoo.
And then walking tour at $400. I'm gonna go look at some of the historic buildings downtown because I've been looking at them more and more. And we got some really cool history in my city. It's kind of quirky and derpy, but it's Canada. What do you
Yep.
expect?
Right.
Yeah. And then $500 from Extra Life. They send out a silver medal to those that hit $500. And last year I hit that, so I'm gonna get a silver medal and gold medal from them.
Yo.
They're going to be sending out those redemption links this month, and then I'll get them in a couple months, kind of thing. So
Ooh.
exciting!
So cool.
Uh,
So cool.
yeah, so $500 silver medal, $600 to be photography challenge, and I'm going to go for my city murals because Edmonton here in my city has so many fucking murals everywhere in the city.
Ooh.
That's been their like way to combat like awful graffiti, in a way, is
Mm-hmm.
by like actually hiring street artists to do all these graffiti works throughout the city. And there's so many of them that I think it'd be really cool to go through that and do like an Instagram day where I go through and post like probably about 20 photos because I can find way more than 20 murals, but I can at least show you 20 of my favorites. So that's kind of a cool thing there. And then 750, I have the International Food Cooking Challenge again because I
Ooh, it's
love
coming back.
learning. Yes, I love learning about different foods, and I'm really wanting to challenge myself, maybe with pancit this time. We'll see.
Ooh, I want to see what kind of pancit you're gonna create.
That's where I'm going to consult the person who knows more about pancit than me and figure out what kind I would want to make. And then maybe I'll try to make puto again.
Hey, puto's really good.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with puto.
Yes, but I realize that that's two Filipino things, so maybe I have to switch one of those out. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And then $1,000, of course. That's my big end year of the year goal. So I have until December 31st, 11:59 p.m. my
You
time
have to be
to
specific
hit
about that.
$1,000, and that would be the gold medal hero.
Hey.
Or I get the gold medal. So yeah, $1,000 again. I have some incentives as well because I want to get back into physical health again because I really
Mm-hmm.
fucking failed at that last year for sure. So I've got $5 is one push up, so fucking torture me with push ups, please. $10 is five squats because I'm a beast at squats, so give me all the squats. $15 will be 10 reps of weighted arm lifts, so like bicep curls or tricep curls or like arm lifts or whatever, 10 reps of that. $20, you get to choose a podcast topic for me to discuss because I'm starting to run out of ideas, so help. Uh, that's where I'm at with that. Help. And then $25. I might actually switch this around. I think $25 might be like pick an international food for me to cook for the International Food Challenge. So like tell me like a cuisine you maybe want me to try, like Japanese cuisine or Greek or whatever. And then the $50 one will be record a special message for you or anyone of your choice.
Aww.
Yeah, so that's a lot of really great things to redeem when you're donating and considering that kind of donation. Of course, you can also donate anywhere between $1 to like thousands of dollars if you wish, but
You just clear up the whole thing in like a couple days, man.
do it, y'all. Donate what I have $19.81 right now, so that's what $971.29.
Dang. Yeah, no,
$70.89.
79. You're right.
No, yeah, yeah. Wow, I can math. Guys, are you proud of me?
Look
Okay.
at you.
So yeah, whoever wants to donate that $979.19, that'd be great. Thank you. Bye.
Right? For
But
anyone
yeah.
who wants to do that, that would be very interesting. And that means you would have to create stretch goals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, stretch goals like $1,500. I'll cry on stream for you.
That's quite a stretch goal. If
Yeah,
you would
because I
do
would
it.
never expect it. I would never expect to hit
Right.
1,500. Mm-hmm.
That would be a legitimate cry. That's
I'm
like
like,
that's like when you
thank
hit
you
it.
so
I'm
much.
just gonna stream right now. You're gonna just hear me cry. Thank you guys.
Just emotional thank you stream. It's like what that would be.
Hashtag emotional.
Hashtag emotions. Yeah. But yeah, that's Extra Life this year. I'm really excited for it. And I'm being
Nice.
more involved with my team this year because I'm part of the Edmonton team, fundraising for the Edmonton Children's Dollar Hospital, of course. In case you didn't know, guys, I live in Edmonton.
I didn't know that.
Oh, what? So I'm getting more involved with the team this year, and they're kind of giving other ideas for like incentives and motivations this next little while.
Ooh,
So I'm going to
that's
be
pretty
kind of
cool.
following the conversation with them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that the gaming nights that they've started up are all like games I don't have yet. So hopefully they'll switch to
Aww.
like Overwatch or something here in the near future.
Well, that'd be cool to
But
see you collabing,
right, with locals, my God.
right? Local collaboration and getting raising the funds. That'd be cool, actually.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. And we'll see what happens in November because, like, November 5th or 6th or whatever, it's usually on a Saturday, one of the first Saturdays of November
Mm-hmm.
ish or whatever it is. I don't remember words. It's game day. And they're really hoping that we can go back into person on game day.
Ooh.
So we'll be renting out probably like the ice rink in West Edmonton Mall. And like it'll be all like set up with like computers and everything like that, and all of us streaming all at once together as a
Ooh.
team and kind of fundraising, while also having like
Yo.
spokespeople there, like telling us, like sharing their stories and telling more about what fundraising is. I got to see a couple of videos from like before the pandemic of that, and I'm like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
this is like a true like gamers fundraising like gala.
Yo.
Yeah, it's just like it's almost as fancy as like a fundraising event, but then all of us are wearing like Extra Life T-shirts and like gamer gear, and we're all like, and we bring spokespeople in from like Children's Miracle Network and like the Stollery Hospital, and like some of the kiddos too come out and share their stories and like how much the donations help them and save their lives, and
Aw, that's pretty
it's a
cool.
really special thing, and it would be so good to be part of that this year.
Yeah, no, definitely. That'll be one heck of a time too.
Hmm. I was really thirsty there, so.
No worries.
Nom, nom. But yeah, that's Extra Life. So a lot of good stuff, and I'm always reworking milestones and incentives. So if you see new shit in the next little while, that's because I'm like brain and ideas. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
yeah, I'm really excited. This has been like a really good thing for me to do and focus on in the middle of the pandemic. So
Aw.
yeah, yes, pandemic.
Pandemic. Oh,
You
yeah.
are really rapidly switching through that map.
I was, and I just realized I didn't even check my thing. I
Your
ran out of
thing.
gas. I didn't. I didn't know. I was like, I just kind of like, I took a bit of a hit on the
Oh
toll
no.
gates. And then I'll like look at it. It's like, oh, I'm running out of gas apparently. And then I just realize, oh, I'm out of gas. So I'm gonna be like
Yikes.
one of these people to try to see if I can get myself to the rest area.
Mm.
Oh shit, that turn is sharp. Whee!
Oh man. You made it,
I
kinda.
made it. Woohoo. Except I think this will cancel my trip, and that's a long trip to Italy, too. Oh,
Oh
man.
no.
Enter. Oh, hey, emergency refueling. That's a thing. Yay! Oh, I'm glad to see that's an option now, so I don't have to tow my fucking truck there. Now I just gotta make
See,
the
you
truck
should have been playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 way sooner.
just so I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't even know I ran out of fuel. Thank God I don't drive in real life. Otherwise, I would suck. Oh, okay. I actually do have to go.
Been there, done that with my dad
Oh, really?
a couple times, but he did what you did, like crawl slowly on the side of the road, and then like the nearest gas station is just around the corner. But I will make it. I'm like, okay, okay, Dad. He's like, don't worry, I'll buy you a chocolate bar because this was really scary. I'm like, yes, please, Dad.
Aww.
Me as a kid. Uh-huh, yeah. Chocolate, please. And drink, please. Yes.
And drink,
Gatorade.
please.
Gatorade. I was a kid that liked Gatorade for whatever
Oh,
reason.
really?
Mm-hmm.
You got the
Mm-hmm.
active sugary drink and the really sugary drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, her extra life and me running out of gas. Woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like in terms of like, I guess what we could talk about, it's like how's been our year so far. At least for me, has been that week. Since you guys know it's been the beginning of my week since last week. Words.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah. So let's see. What can I update with you guys since it's raining? That is. What is my freaking. That's my lights.
You can tell that he's still learning how to play Euro Truck, guys.
Yeah, I've changed all my keys, which doesn't help. I found it. We're good! Okay. But yeah, it's been. Doesn't feel like it's been a week, but it actually has been a week.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do? Last weekend I walked around way too much.
You did.
I did a lot of walking. Like, ever since coming back after a week from being back at home at my parents' place, I decided to, like, just walk. And I walked to the point where at the end of the weekend, my legs started hurting like hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Not my smartest thing, but it's okay now. I could walk normally again. My legs doesn't hurt as much. But yeah,
Fuck you.
I walked around the park because I always miss walking around Golden Gate Park. And so I walked around that park. It was really, really nice. And then I have recorded and been slowly editing this series that I may be starting here soon. And by soon, if you're watching this as a VOD, it already started since Friday. It's probably not my best video. Granted, some of my videos are not my best videos. But, I decided to take on. Well, if for those who follow me on Twitter, let me just put it that way. For those who follow me on Twitter and followed me on Twitter during December, you probably would have seen me riding a bus for 2.5 hours and tweeting literally everything along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my engine just died again. Did it just run out of fuel? Oh no, it just died. Okay, it just my thing just died. But yeah, so I rode a bus for that long. But it was a very. I mean, it's not really an important. Well, it is an important bus to many of those who live in the San Francisco Peninsula. But peninsula, it's basically the long schlong. I'll put it that way. Between San Francisco and San Jose, going on the west side, not on the East Bay, but the west side. I just ran out of gas again, now didn't I? Yep. Oops.
Oh my god, this is painful to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, so I just wrote down going from city to city and whatnot. And I thought that, it'd be a really cool idea to maybe start a mini vlog series from it. So the route I rode, for those who doesn't know, didn't follow the Twitter thread, was I rode Samtrans ECR. The acronym actually stands for El Camino Real. Case in point, that bus goes through the road El Camino Real. Um, at least for a majority of it. It's named other streets like along the route, but that route is technically El Camino Real itself. So, um, just I just remember going down from city to city, seeing whether like going from a suburban town to a really nice place to another suburban town to a cool downtown area, and all the sort like that, going all the way down to going all the way down to Palo Alto, which then you could hop on another bus to go down to San Jose. But like just looking at all those small towns, cities that I passed along the way on that bus route, it would be cool to kind of just start a series basically going down ECR, maybe once every other vlog. I'm still trying to find fixing the kinks at this, but just putting out a series going through every city along the way. Now I'm questioning if I want to like when I showcase a city, do I want to go to the proper downtown, or to showcase what is on El Camino Real itself. I'm still thinking about that because this first episode is I just went to my next city over, Daly City. I really don't live that far from Daly City. And what I decided to just really explore was top of the hill because I've seen downtown Daly City. There's not much, unfortunately. But I think like the most unique thing in Daly City would be top of the hill, which is like it's just I think by name is what I'm like reading at. It's only by name, but it's because I think Daly City has higher points elsewhere, but I think it just serves as a point basically to where people can congregate, shop, eat, be social, and all that stuff. So I kind of just walked around, kind of showcased the area. There are some really nice views out from the bay, and not out from the bay, out to the ocean, which is really really cool. But like you really get a nice vantage point of like seeing what's around you, minus the buildings that are like probably right in front of you. But if you like look towards the distance, if you're able to look towards the distance, which you can for in a couple directions, you can actually see things. Like you can actually see the bay. You can I could actually also see the San Francisco skyline from there, which is really really cool. I also just ran out of fuel again. What the fuck? I thought I was gonna make it. So yeah, but no, it's really really interesting place. I've been there many a times, not only while I'm living here currently, but also back in university. I remember doing a Asian American histories project over there, just taking pictures of like the whole community and whatnot. I kind of wish it was like the same now, but obviously COVID made a difference with that. But it was really cool, and I just kind of have a little short start on that, basically. And hopefully you guys will be interested. When in doubt, maybe I could re-record Daly City. Like, I'm kind of I'm okay with what I recorded, but at the same time, kind of not. I just didn't have the time to re-record it because, well, the rest of the week I've been working, so it's a bit unfortunate. But I think what I got and what I told and what I need to edit, hopefully does tell a story, and hopefully maybe I'll be able to tell more history of stuff going down the way. because pretty much every city along the peninsula going down El Camino Real has a story. It has history. None of these places really are recent, I'd say. Like they probably have a pretty decent history in terms of how it was acquired, how it was created, and then how it functions today, basically. So it'd be cool to like do, and hopefully I could do it. So maybe again, maybe not this with this episode, Daily City. I do kind of want to maybe redo it in the future, but I feel like it'd be a start. It'd be cool to actually start on a mini project when doing videos and whatnot. So I thought that would be a really cool idea. So hopefully you guys will see it out if you're watching this stream live. It'll be out tomorrow at 11 on YouTube. Hopefully, I have a feeling that's not going to be the case. Maybe as late as 5. But if you're watching this on a VOD, it's already out on my channel. So go have fun watching it. Gas first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of those times.
I wanted to emphasize the specific time because you didn't say that, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true.
Jesus, Daryl, I know you're desperate for gas, but really.
I didn't expect to hit the side. I was like, I just spun. Okay. I think that's also. Is that really 12 euros a liter? Ew. Hold on a second. How do I do this? So yeah. Yeah, and then basically the rest of the week I just been, well, working. Oh, just 149. But why lie to me then? Yeah, I've just been working, just been busy at work. It's been still busy at work. We still have a bunch of tickets to go through, but I think, did a pretty decent chunk of tickets for the past couple of days. So hopefully, we're able to remedy our queue. And then we now have a 3-day break this weekend. So I have no idea what I'm planning to do on the 3-day break.
Why do you have a 3-day break?
Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day to commemorate MLK and his
I have a dream.
Yeah, and all his actions and effects, like everlasting effects to.
It's a legacy, please.
He's a legacy. Yep.
That's the word I think you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm like trying to find my words on that one. It was like, how do I explain MLK for those who doesn't know? Well, for those who really aren't in America, basically, moved forward the civil rights movement and brought equality in a general sense for America and probably the rest of the world in some ways. I'd say.
Definitely had. Oh, hello, Tummy. Why are you grumble? Definitely had some movements up here too. Ooh. In Canada, because we were awful for like a little longer than you all. So
yeah,
one could argue that we were all still very unequal up here, but at least like it was the start of something like way better than it was before.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna go too far into it. There's still some of that sort of stigma to different cultures in different places in the world, but it is definitely a lot better than what it was like 50, 60, no, 70 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, bro, we're in 2020s now. What up?
2020s, I know. That's why I was like, I had to question myself. I was like there for a little bit because it was like, oh wait, we're in the 20s. We're in the roaring 2020s. Haha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a 3-day weekend. I might go out. I plan on going out. Not only to vlog, but to go around by myself. Because I'm finally home alone again. I did not know my brother actually left this morning.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Dang.
Well, he did tell me that he was going home or planning to go back home to my parents' place. Um, I wasn't so sure if it was today or tomorrow, until he went today. I was like, all right, okay, bye. At least you made it safe, which is
Good.
good. But yeah, I didn't like. I was like, I didn't know when I literally came home today. It's like, oh, it's like his shoes are gone. Oh, that means did he leave? Leave? Looks at the thing. Looks at the bed. Yep, he left. Left. Okay, cool. Interesting. Um, but he's probably gonna be like back. Whatever. We'll see. We'll see when he'll come back.
Mhm.
So yeah, that means I have a whole 3-day weekend to myself.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun. I plan on going somewhere. I have an odd intention now since it's a extended weekend and I'm actually in San Francisco and not in my parents' place. I was tempted to go home, but I was like, no, it's 2 weeks. It's been only 2
No.
weeks. It's too soon. I'm planning like maybe mid next month or something, just so it gives me enough time and then go and space it out accordingly. Yeah, no, it's like I have a long weekend. Usually I don't have a long. Well, no, that's a lie. I sometimes have long. I used to have long. Whoa, what are the words I'm looking for here? I used to spend my long weekends here in San Francisco back in uni. um, but yeah, it's a long weekend this weekend, so it'd be interesting. I was thinking of going to San Jose since it's been a while since I've been there, and I want to kind of explore the area. I don't know so much of doing a vlog there yet.
Yeah.
See. But if I find something interesting, then maybe. But like I kind of want to go back there because it's been a while. It's I think since before COVID, and I've been itching to go back there back in 2021, but I didn't have a need for it per se. But ever since exploring a good majority of SF now, ish for the most part, I really do want to explore outwards. And ever since going to like, I've already been down the peninsula a couple times, so just for like a short while. Like I kind of want to do like a more extended trip, ish, like an all-day trip, sort of thing. And at least I could choose 1 of the 3 days to do it. Because usually if I try to do an extended trip, it does take up 1 day, which means I'll only leave another day to either relax or do whatever I need to do, like run errands or whatnot. So, we go. I'm thinking of doing that over the weekend. And then, what else? That's pretty much it now. Like that, like for these like next couple of weeks, it's gonna be like I've either worked or went somewhere. And usually the work is reserved for the weekdays, and going somewhere is reserved for the weekends. So, but that's been basically me for the past week, really. Nothing too crazy came about per se. Just they're hanging out with my brother, walking places, and work. How about you, Dragyn?
Oh man, I haven't been here since last year.
You really have. It's been that long. It's been that long, man.
Yeah.
1 whole year. Not really 1 whole year, but.
Well, drinking milkshakes maybe not a good idea for throat, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's okay. Just hopefully you have a thing of water.
I don't, but let's go.
Okay.
I live life dangerously. No.
Damn.
Well, it's been oh my god, it's been so long. Like when was that last stream? Well, I guess we did like yeah, jeez.
Yeah,
I guess we did do the Minecraft one, but we didn't really talk much. We were like reminiscing, but
yeah, we did. That was still
that was for us like a bittersweet nostalgia moment. But God, it's been that long. So I had a good roller coaster of a break, I guess, over the holidays. I suppose can't really call it a break. I worked all the way through it, but
you do work in retail.
Yeah, work in retail. Everybody needs their fucking turkeys for Christmas. Anyway.
And last minute gifts. I wonder if there were any people that actually bought last minute gifts this year.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, we have a few people buying like, the fancy headphones and like earbuds and
Oh,
like my work brought out like tablets and switches and things like that. So yeah, yeah.
wow.
Yeah, we bring out the hardcore stuff during like
Nice.
big sale days like Boxing Day and such.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, but yeah, I was busy during the holidays, obviously, because it's the holidays, and oh boy, it was crazy. But as for the actual day of celebrating Christmas, roller coaster day. Oh my God, my family! I swear to God, guys.
Aw.
Um, anyone want to adopt me? Anyone? Anyone?
Aw.
Take me away.
To a
No.
safer
Well, like,
place.
wow, no. Uh, that's a good song though,
It is a
but
good song.
it distracted me. I was like, oh yeah,
You're
that's a good
welcome.
song.
Sorry.
But yeah. So like that Christmas day was interesting because I worked Christmas Eve, so I worked technically till on Christmas till no, that's a wait.
You
Yes.
kind of did. Yeah.
Yeah, I worked into Christmas Eve basically, had a nap and sleep, kind of part of my Christmas holidays. What up? Kids
Mm-hmm.
overnights, yay. But then like on Christmas Day though, like I woke up to like my sister telling me like Dad sucks, and I'm like, oh no,
Oh
I
boy.
haven't even like had a coffee yet, and Merry Christmas. And she's like, okay, get a coffee, yes, Merry Christmas, but let me tell you why Dad sucks. I'm like, oh God, okay. Long story short, he basically was being all like cranky and pouty. He's like, are we actually going to see you guys on Christmas or not? And like was kind of pulling a lot of that bullshit talk tactics
Mm-hmm.
on my sister and I. And oh man, why does drinking cold shit make my nose go?
Really gets you stuffy
Yeah, I think
or
it's be all
runny
like,
actually.
yeah, I might have to go have hot chocolate later.
A latte after in a hot chocolate. What a combo! That's a mocha you got there.
Yeah, maybe I'll do tea then, Daryl. God,
I don't know.
um,
You can go. You can do hot chocolate.
man, now I feel judged for my chocolate consumption today.
It's okay. It's okay. I probably should admit this right now,
Mm.
but my work has a like one of those um the how do you call it? Like basically the gas station vending like hot drinks vending machine, not vending machine, but like the one that vends like that dispenses certain hot drinks, whether it's coffees or
Oh
hot
yeah, yeah. So
chocolates or like that.
they use like powdered coffee and like
Yeah,
hot like water and like yeah, okay.
and like a mix and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, to like I have a very strong weakness to those sorts of hot chocolates that come from them. Granted,
Mm.
it's basically instant cocoa powder or instant cocoa. Um, in the pouches in the envelopes.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm trying my best to explain to like other people too. But yeah, like I have a weakness for that, and when I noticed that our inventory person has refilled the
Mm.
machine on our side of the office, I may have gotten about 2 cups a day of hot chocolate on every day that I've been into the office. It's great.
Wing, wing. Um,
So I can't
wing.
really mock you about hot chocolate actually, since I've had way too much hot chocolate this past week.
Yeah. Gosh. But anyway, holidays. Yeah. So the day started off with us going to guess. We have to go see our dad because, like, if we don't, we're gonna get more of these shitty messages. So then we went and visited, but like it was worth it because then I got to see the pets I used to live with because I used to live with my dad during university.
You did.
And so I got to see the panda man and my two little kitty cats, freaking frack. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
They are both big, big kitty cats now. When I left for the UK, they were still kind of like they're getting bigger, but they weren't too bigger from their kitten form.
They were like yeah, defo kittens, right?
Yeah, because we got them barely a year old. Well, how old were they when we got them? Like 8 months old? And now they're like 4 or 5. They're 5 now, I think. 4.
They're
And we
probably
got them.
four.
They're about 4 years old. So, yeah, I left for the UK in 2018. So, like, wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, just had that realization. Wow. Um,
So
gosh.
technically, the early days of Check and Talk. If I'm pretty sure you've talked about them during the early days of Check and Talk.
Oh yeah, my little fucking twin kitty cats that have like
Yup.
the extra toes on their like front paws. Yeah, they're very
Right.
cute. So I got to see them again. They're big kitties now, big floofers. Holy shit. But it was nice to see them. But yeah, like it was kind of awkward. Like my sister and I were like, we want to get out of here quickly, but like he keeps rambling. My God. But like I guess good news came out of that because like some of you guys were here last year and the year before ish when this all went down. Like about my dad's
Hmm.
foot. Like he had that really bad foot infection around Canadian Thanksgiving in 2020.
Wow, that was 2020, huh? Shit.
It certainly was. And
I thought that was only last year. No, that lasted a little longer than I thought. Okay.
yeah, it's been ongoing for that long. Basically, he had a really bad foot infection that like a walk-in clinic was sort of like, yeah, all you have to do is like take anti-inflammatories, it'll be fine. But ended up being like a really bad infection into the bone of his foot. Long story short, there was at one point where he could have lost his whole leg from his foot all the way up to his knee at one point if they didn't do like immediate like let's get some like medicine down to your fucking foot basically
Right.
and try to like heal up this infection. So he's been under like a lot of angiogram surgeries to open up veins and a lot of like really specific medical things that I don't really need to go into, but basically a lot of surgeries in his leg to kind of open up veins to get the medicine down to his foot. And they saved the leg, but not his toes. So he does have no toes on his foot.
Look, man, no
Uh,
toes.
yeah, he's got a stubby. But despite all of that going on and things like that, he no longer needs home care nursing. He's actually like managed to kind of heal up nicely, so it's no longer like really gross. I know he gets squeamish when I talk about gross things, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail. But basically, it was still wet near the infection site and where the toes were, but now it's dried up and kind of actually starting to seal off and heal up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like
That's
he
pretty
can
good.
now walk on it and he can last about 4 hours at a market now, on his foot. But anything longer than that, he's like, ow, no more. I need my little scooter.
That's fair.
Yeah, so like it's getting there. He may have to go to occupational and physical therapy though to kind of regain proper like walking on it and learn how to walk on it
Right.
without toes. Because again, toes help with your balance, y'all. So
They do. I was like, I was gonna ask that. It's like, man, how is he balancing? Cause,
I don't know, but he definitely. I mean, he was on the scooter when we were there, so I couldn't
oh,
really
okay.
tell you like how he was walking because I
Right.
didn't really see much of that. But
Right.
for those that are wondering, like scooter, why are you saying scooter? It's not really a walker. It's this kind of like little cool like think of like a scooter where you stand on. It's kind of like that, but it's raised up so you can rest your leg on it. Like you
Oh,
can
like,
rest your knee on it.
yeah, I've seen
Like you
those.
can
Those are
kneel on it. So
cool.
it's like a little kneely scooter. So he's got that.
Yeah. So it's like basically you can pedal with one foot, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But your knee is like your foot is not the other foot is not like straight down. It's on an angle where you like when you kneel, basically.
yeah, yeah. So he's going those. So yeah, but like it's better news than we could have hoped for. Because yeah, at one point,
Really? Yeah.
it was looking like it was gonna happen. Like last year around Christmas, it sounded like he was gonna
Mm-hmm.
lose his leg. So I guess not last year, Christmas 2020. Um,
Yeah. Right.
so at least that was the good news that came out of that. But otherwise, it's just the awkward conversation. It's like, yeah, my sister and I were like, well, we want to get the fuck out of here because he's so dick.
Right.
Because he's quite mean to us. But yeah, so that's how Christmas started, was all that. And then like we went down to my aunt's place to meet like my mom's side of the family, and there's been so much fucking family drama on that side between like my aunt, like my mom's sister and my mom.
Right.
And a little bit of my other aunt too, like that's married to my mom's brother. A little bit of drama around that family about like my aunt just being like super like bitchy about the pandemic and like really bitter about things and whiny and just complaining about everything. Because like our Christmas plans changed quite a bit because of Omicron and like new regulations and like things like that. So my aunt has been really bitchy about it, and my mom would like snap back at her, and like there's just been so much drama.
Jeez.
Um, it's just been crazy. And then I've been finding out more about the behind the scenes drama because that was like the actual drama in like our group chats, and I'm like, oh my god,
Right.
mom and aunt are fighting again. Jesus Christ. I was kind of just watch with popcorn at this point, is
Right.
where I'm at. And then behind the
That's
scenes,
good.
we find out that my aunt has been sharing, my aunt and my cousin, so like again, the bitchy aunt, the whiny aunt, and my whiny ass cousin,
Right.
have been sharing really awful views and perspectives about kids who have ADHD and going on medication. Because they're just like like they keep claiming that like, oh, doctors just want to make these kids pill poppers and such like that. Like really awful perspectives on that, and like it's
Mm-hmm.
really offensive because my little brother was diagnosed with ADHD officially last year.
Right.
And that's he's had to take medication to kind of help him with that in school specifically because there's other things that they've tried that hasn't worked to help him with his concentration and focus.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's on medication. So like they've been sharing articles and things like that, like indirectly causing drama. And like it actually exploded
Ooh.
at Christmas a little bit. So
Right.
we were talking about fidget spinners because like my little brother got like a fidget spinner advent
Mm-hmm.
calendar
Ooh.
for Christmas from my mom, and so they're talking about like how cool some of them are because like they've come out with some really fucking cool designs since like fidget spinners first came out.
Came out right.
And now they're like really cool like little fidgety tools. And then my aunt like blew up. It was like because she's a teacher assistant in a
Mm-hmm.
classroom in Wetaskiwet. And
Mm-hmm.
so she was like, I fucking hate those things because they're like such a distraction and the kids use them all the time and it's just too noisy and they make so much noise and like just kept going like that about them. I'm just like, I don't understand the purpose of them. They should just be banned from classrooms. And then Liam, my little brother, who's now 12 and has found his voice, is like, no, they're not distractions. Sometimes we need them. And like he started to get really defensive. He's like, "No, like you don't get it, Andy. Like I need this because like it helps me focus. I'm not using it to distract my friends. I usually keep it under my desk and spinning it so that I can focus with what my teacher's saying." And then she's like, "I don't care. Like there should still be banned from the classroom." And I was like fighting with my little brother about this, and like my mom and like my sister started to speak up. Was like, "Stop. Like you're in the wrong right now because like this is clearly something he needs and like you're causing drama, like stop talking, like
Right.
stop bringing this up." But she wouldn't, and so they blew up about this and I was just like, Liam, buddy, let's go. Should I open a gift? Go give me a gift open. Like I tried to like distract my little brother because like I didn't want him to
Right.
see this, and
Right.
he was getting so upset. uh that happened, and so I made him go get me a present to open up, and we opened it together quietly. Like, what is this, Nia? What did you get me? And he's like, you're gonna like it. I'm like, am I? He's like, yeah, it's for your cheese stuff. And I'm like, what?
It's for
And
cheese stuff.
he got like my sister and I custom like cheese boards.
Oh.
Um, so like the that you can use for like charcuterie boards and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. So like my sister has one that has a T on it, and mine has a V on it for Violet.
Aww.
And like the little cheese knives that come with them have like a little V and
Aww.
T on them too. And I was
Oh,
like,
that's
oh,
cool.
they're so cute. So it was a really nice gift. So I managed to bring them down, but like the argument went on for a little while about like ADHD like needs and things like that in the classroom, and then it
Mm-hmm.
turned to medication, and it was just like a really lot of drama.
Right.
But before all that, me. So over the holidays, I finally, oh my God, December was exciting because I finally got to have an interview with Edmonton Public School Board for
Ooh, yeah, you
teaching.
did. You did.
So I got to meet with an HR consultant for Edmonton Public. So they don't actually work and for the school board. They're consultants hired by the school board to make sure that when the hiring process is equal, fair, and not discriminatory. So like it's kind of an equal rights thing
Mm-hmm.
that they have. So I got to talk to this lady. And from that interview, she's like, "Great, thank you so much. We're gonna now contact your references." So I was like, "Oh, that's a good sign." And so over the month of December and a little bit into January, I kind of was
Mm-hmm.
helping her get in contact with some of my references and getting that all sorted. And so I had really good news to share during the holidays. So I, like my aunt Sarah, so not the bitchy aunt, the best aunt actually.
Mm-hmm.
She like when I came in, we sat down on the couch in her living room. She was just like, "So, well, how did the interview go? I saw your post. How was it? How did it go?" And I was like, "Oh, I think it went really, really well." And I told her kind of what happened. And then my aunt was just like, "What interview?" Like really snappily at like me. And I was like, I finally have had an interview with the school board here in Edmonton for teaching positions. They're now contacting references and kind of moving forward with my application. And then she went on this really random long rant. Instead of saying, "Oh, that's great news, congratulations," she was just like, you shouldn't limit your searches. You could always say, like, we need teachers and staff down here and like where I work, so you should come work down in my district. Or wait, you can't because you don't have a car, so maybe you should get your license and get a car so you can actually expand your searches and come work for us down like in areas that actually need teachers. And like, boom, out of nowhere, that came out of her mouth.
Wow.
And I was like, great, thanks. Oh my God, you are so in Europe. Stena Line. Okay, I'm good. I went on a Stena Line boat when I went from Ayr, Scotland to Belfast.
Belfast.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, that's really rough. I'm just like, memories. Okay.
I gotta love that they actually got a couple more branding. That your truck got a lot more branding
Yee.
deals, including like services like this. Where
Oh,
do I go? This way.
I went on the boat like
You
that.
went on a boat like this?
Yes. Okay. But anyway, so like a lot of that, and I'm just like, oh wow, way to like make me feel like crap, right? Like,
Right.
it's not easy to like get driving lessons when I work an overnight shift.
Like actually though.
And it's not easy to find another job because trust me, I've been fucking trying for like 2 years. So like it's just really offensive shit that she was just like spouting off, and she wouldn't stop. Like my aunt was just like, "Oh yeah, like teachers are needed down there. Can you tell me more? You obviously need to talk about it, so tell me more." I could tell that my aunt Sarah was like annoyed,
Right.
and she's just like, "Obviously you need to rant about this, so fucking rant about it."
Really wants to
So
be the
they
talk of the
like,
town, huh?
yeah. So like she just let her rant, and I was just like, "Okay, great, Liam. Hey, how's school going, buddy?"
Basically.
How is curling? Because he's taken up curling this year and he's been
Ooh.
really enjoying it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was asking about that and like, oh my God, I think he's hitting puberty.
He is 12.
His voice has
He's deep.
gone like so many octaves deeper. It's so creepy to hear him talk now. It's just like, where did this like deep voice come from?
Okay, not
And he's
gonna
like,
lie. Personally, you gotta share that with me later.
maybe you know what? I'll send him a Marco Polo so then I can play it for you later.
Okay.
I'll mute myself late in a little bit and send him a Marco Polo before he goes to bed.
Right.
I'll have to feed the cats right away. Fuck.
You have to
I'll
do
do
it in
Marco
two
Polo while I feed the
minutes.
kitties.
There we
Yeah.
go.
But yeah, it's very deeper. So like, yeah, that just a lot of like that kind of family drama was just like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck? So that was my Christmas.
It's your
Wild.
Christmas. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. But then I ended up standing up to my aunt. I sent her a Facebook message like a couple days later and was just like, what you said was not cool. And I
Right.
went on this like really long kind of like rant or well like rant kind of thing to her, like just stood up for myself going like what you said hurt. And this is not the first time you've done it. This is 2 Christmases in a row now that you've done this to me and you don't understand my full situation, so I'm gonna explain my full situation to you. Kind of thing.
Right.
No response, because I mean, well, she's a big baby. But recently, so basically, the results of this interview and follow up stuff has been good, because this week was it this week now?
It was.
This week?
Hold on. I'm gonna look at my
Let me pull. I'll
messages.
pull up my email. Let me pull up my email. That'll be quicker.
I want to see who's quicker. I could find the caps lock here somewhere.
Oh, Gmail, you would be slow when you. Yes, it was this week. It's a few
It
days
was
ago.
this week. Okay.
It's on January 10th. I
I
found
went
out.
past the date. Then I looked at my messages. It's like I went to the 7th. It's like, well, oh yeah, now I really wouldn't find it.
Yeah. So, January 10th, I received a letter from Renton Public saying, Dear Violet, congratulations, you have successfully completed all the steps in our teacher application process. You will now proceed to be referred to fill a teaching vacancy in a school and or to be activated as a substitute teacher. And then it gives you further instructions of how this process works, and it'll take a little while to get it going, but you will be on our file for a number of years, blah, 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 blah. Basically, I
Yo,
am part of Empton Public Schools now, officially.
yo.
Yee! And so now I just have to wait for further opportunities to come my way.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're doing is they're sending that full application package that I've been through, like the whole process, all of it,
Mm-hmm.
to principals who need teachers. And so they'll go through all these packages, pick out their top, like, whatever, and they'll contact me directly for an interview, like, if I'm successful in
Mm-hmm.
that regard. And then if not anything comes out of that, then I'll be sent an application to become a substitute teacher, and then I'll be activated after that application form is filled out. So it'll be one of those two
Yeah.
things that come my way, and there's no timeline for it. It's based on a need, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to kind of wait to see how things go.
Right.
Right now, my school board is under a lot of hell, so it might take a little longer than expected. But this is like the best news I've had in 2 years, 3 years,
Really is.
two
After
years.
coming back from the UK because of
Yeah,
the very unfortunate situation that is called COVID,
yeah.
and then all the hell that's been going on with surprisingly one job in two different places, but one job.
Hmm.
Um, it really is now the step in the right direction, and again, congratulations, Dragon.
Yeah, so that was like a good thing about it that's come out of the holidays, really.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really exciting. Or I guess like mainly like this week, so I'm kind of jumping all around my stories here a little bit. But man, guys, I haven't been here for a few weeks, so there's a lot.
Right.
Almost a month actually, if you think about it. So,
To be fair, yeah, in like 1 week, about 1 week, it's gonna be a month.
yep. Um, yeah. So crazy family drama over the holidays, and then it got like a little more sadder because we found out that you guys saw well, if you were around for our Minecraft stuff last week.
Mm-hmm.
We found out that the creator of the server that we met on, actually, legit met on.
Legitimately, like 100%. I
Yeah,
can't lie about that. Like there's no other place that we have met aside from this Minecraft server.
yeah, we found out that the owner of it passed away on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm. Which is very
Um,
unfortunate.
very, very sad. So there's been a lot going on with that. And
Mm-hmm.
it hit me really hard for whatever the fuck reason. Um, and so, like, a lot of memories have been brought up, and, like, it's been weird to kind of go back and visit, like, the old towns and things like that
Mm-hmm.
and play more on the server. And now there's been a lot of changes happening because obviously the person who had all the accounts and things like that is no longer here, and so they've
It's
had to do a lot of like merging and technological things, and I don't
it's
fucking
been an
understand.
awkward situation in a way where you have to figure out how to basically still run the server because to be fair, yeah, that it was basically run by a sole owner. He did have a team to create the server and modify the server to how everyone likes it today.
I'll let
But
you explain this a little bit while I go feed the cats, okay?
yeah, no problem. That would be a great idea
Yeah,
because it's just 3 minutes past the time you're supposed to do
yeah,
it.
they're gonna be starting to yell at the door here right away.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm only explaining this, and then as you come back. So yeah, just for those who didn't tune into the Minecraft stream last Monday, I'm still questioning if I actually want to upload my part of it, but he basically was the sole runner of the server, from what I'm hearing. Um, it's more or less been confirmed like that. He did have a team to run, team of game team of game devs, staff to maintain the servers so it's peaceful and family friendly, and all that stuff. And he basically built a community for a lot of us, myself and Dragon included. If it wasn't for him and the community he built, yeah, I don't know where I would have been. I don't know where Dragon would have been. I don't know where any of my other friends would have been. I really enjoyed playing on that Minecraft server during the early days of college. It was one hell of a time to really meet with people online during that time. It's definitely different now compared to now if you would meet with people. Like, I felt like there was a definite close knit community. There were ups, there were downs, no doubt about it. That's how the social aspect works. There'll be some fun times, there'll be some bad times, but it was also very interesting to know that once this unfortunate situation happened, a lot of people really did come back in a way to not only grieve and mourn, but also reconnect. Like even myself, I reconnected like with a handful of people because it's been that long. We've been busy with our own lives. We, you know, for me and Dragon, we've always been connected ever since. But like with other groups that we've had, we've disconnected because either university or jobs or just life in general. It just happens to be. So it was very interesting to definitely reconnect now for the past couple of weeks. Just seeing what's going on, see what's everyone's been doing, see how much have most of us have grown up. Because for those who doesn't know, it's going to be about 8 years since I've met Dragyn on that server. It was back in 2014. So to consider we've been playing on that server for 8 years, and of all the people we've met back then, it's interesting to see them nowadays because it's definitely like a reunion, like something more than just like a high school reunion. It's like, hey, it's been a while since we've talked, blah blah blah, X and Y. And definitely was a time to connect, and it really brought a lot of people together during the time I was there. Still brings people together today, no matter what. There's been new people in the community that I haven't seen, and then I've also seen like a lot of old names that I haven't seen in forever. So definitely a very diverse community that was built, that the server owner built, and hopefully the changes that are going now, hopefully it will still continue to this day. Like like at this point, like I really hope we can still support it as much as we can, even after this unfortunate loss. But it was fun. It was definitely fun, and ever since going back, I have the itch to still go back. I know they're still in the transitory, like the transition phase. I think they probably finished it already, but of like getting full ownership of the server so it could continue to run without issue. Um, but like just to go back to the world, maybe do a couple of builds, maybe run a dungeon or two, because this server was no regular server. This thing had dungeons. I think it used to have mob arenas. It has events. It had what are the other words I'm looking for? Events, dungeons, bosses, raid boss. Oh, that was a fun time. And I've actually, for those who doesn't know, I think it's still live on my channel. Go through my old Minecraft playlist. You would probably see videos of me recording on that server back
Hi,
in the good old days. Hello,
I'm back.
welcome back. I was just talking about like the videos I recorded on the Minecraft server.
Yeah, gosh.
All the dungeon playthroughs and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Was a time. Definitely a time.
It was, yeah. Gosh. It's still sad. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
think I've been going through like phases of like, oh, well, at least the server's gonna be alright, and they're doing their best to like save it. It's gonna be alright. But then seeing like what has to happen to make sure the server's okay, I'm like, oh god, that's scary. And I'm like,
Right.
man, I miss zombie, and it's like, oh fuck, sad all over again.
Right.
So it's been a lot of that, but what's been really good, at least a couple of the good things that's come out of it is like reconnecting, like actually
Mm-hmm.
playing
I
on the
said that.
server
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
and also reconnecting to it with a few friends or, well, previous friends, but like catching up with people all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, this Dirk will know these guys more than, well, you all probably. Now
Right.
it's been years since we've been on the server, really, but uh, like I've been connecting with Anime Girl, so Megan. Her and I have
Mm-hmm.
been chatting a lot more regularly, and Otaku.
Aw.
Yeah, I like connected with them, and then T and Little as well, a little bit.
Really?
A little bit. Because I showed you. Okay, so a lot of there's been some drama
Oh
with,
yeah.
of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
old faces coming back on the
Mm-hmm.
server, and some people are like, "Wait a minute,
The
I
good
thought this
times, the
person
bad
was like."
times.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, "Wait a minute, I thought this person was banned. What the fuck are they doing back here?" Like a lot of that kind of like weird drama. It's like, guys, this
Right.
isn't the time and place for it. Like we're all sad right now. Please stop.
Right.
Um, but then
Have some
one
balls, man.
Yeah, but like a lot of that kind of hit the fan a bit with one player in particular. And he went on
Mm-hmm.
this really long message basically about like, no, I'm gonna tell you guys what really happened about like my ban and like the truth behind it all, and like called out some people and like caused a lot of like drama, and people were like, well, yikes, he needs to leave, and like caused a lot of drama on the server, like on the Discord server.
Right.
And so me being who I am, popped in there going, guys, what did everyone have for dinner? So that like the staff
Diffuse
could
the
come.
situation.
yeah, so that the staff could come on and like, handle it and do like their job and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And people were immediately like, "Oh yeah, mac and cheese, pizza." Like a lot of food was like being shared. So like I safely diffused the situation. So both Little and T messaged me going, "Thank you so fucking much. I don't know what we would have done. We're all tired and frazzled because that was also the day of their like 3 hour like Vox Populi
Oh
community like
yeah.
meeting. They
Mm-hmm.
had a 3 hour meeting, so the staff were all tapped out. I mean, think about it. These guys got to work with Zombie personally. And so
Right.
they're all going through their own emotions while also trying to figure out ways to save the server. Like there's just and connecting with his family and like doing all these things. So they're all tapped out like beyond belief.
Mm-hmm.
And then this player had the audacity to like start up all that drama when everyone's like tapped the fuck out, staff wise. So like they both must be going, Dragon, we miss you. You were the greatest at like dissolving things because like you'll just say one derpy thing, the chat goes wow, and then they hit off and like they just you were a great helper when you were part of
Just
the
you just
staff.
need the you need the honorary helper role again.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
It's so
Yeah,
funny.
that's so funny because yeah, I used to be staff too as well
You did. You
on
did.
server. So I actually have been in voice chats and calls with Zombie, of course. And then of course when Pat got closer to him too, I got to be part of those calls with him when they were doing dungeons and playing together and such like that. So like
Mm-hmm.
I've known the man. So it's been that was like a really big damper on the holidays, and then it's taken me a really long time to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what happened over the break. I was like, fuck yeah, no Toastmastering whatsoever. Break! This VPE is like, please, I will be out of the office until January like 3rd. Bye. And like
Right.
just was tapped the fuck out. I was like, I ain't doing shit before Toastmasters. And then like the new year
2 days
came.
later.
Like literally January 3rd hit and they're like I got like 8 emails from people like asking me that to do things and I was like I'm not
I'm
mentally
not ready yet.
ready.
Still.
Why are you making me all do all this? And like I had like one of those I've had that kind of moment for 2 weeks now of the new year. Like, no, I'm not ready. I haven't been ready for this, and now I have to be ready for it, and I don't
Right.
wanna. So the new year's been off to like a really weird start where I'm like, all right, well, I guess I have to be motivated. I have no choice. I got to do all these things and all these meetings again. But at the
Right.
same time, I'm like, no. So I'm like falling a little bit behind compared to like Austin and a
Oh.
few others. And so I've been like, I need to get my life organized. And I realized that the planner I had last year, of course, ended last year because duh.
It'd be
And
interesting
so,
to see 2022 and a 2021 planner.
no. Uh, so I ordered a new planner. I was supposed to get here January 5th, but I didn't. So finally got here January 12th.
One
So
week
now that I got a
later.
new planner, I can like hopefully get myself reorganized, get fully into the swing of things, get my life in order, because I'm that one person that needs to like write things down to kind of make sure
Mm-hmm.
that I know what's going on.
That's fair. That's fair.
And so yeah, I haven't been able to do that for 2 weeks, so now I can finally like, okay, I gotta do this.
Oh.
So now I got my planner and I can get my life organized and hopefully pick up steam a little bit more with the
Hey.
things I need to do. I guess, oh my god, guys, I got lots coming up in the next 6 months for Toastmasters, and oh my
You got
god.
lots of planning to do.
Yeah, in the first 3 months of this year, I will be planning, conducting, chairing a speech contest.
Ooh.
So I'm currently in the planning moment, and I was like, you know what? It'll take all of January to do this. I got time, and then in February, we'll get all the helpers together, do a dry run, the contestants, and like it'll take it easy. Like it'll just go by a week to week basis, and like we'll get
Mm-hmm.
it done by March 5th. March 5th will happen. The contest will happen. It'll be over, and ta-da! I did it. No,
No.
no. This week we had our executive meeting on Monday, and according to a couple of the experienced members, they're like, no, you have to figure out your judges and like figure out who those are like this week.
Oh
Like,
jeez.
and I was like, what? Why? Why this week? And like, because they need enough notice to make sure that they can take that time off, be there, and so that you can do dry runs and a mock contest for our club between now and then, like March 5th. I was like, wait a minute, so they do a dry run and a mock contest? What? And so suddenly I'm like, oh, I don't have the same amount of time as I thought I did for all this planning and organizing.
Right.
And I have no one that can help me with this because my education committee team, bless them, they're helping me with mentorship and all this other stuff that's going on. Two of those members out of the four of us are competing. And then I turn to the other committee meetings that I'm a part of. All of those members, three of them are competing out of the five of us. So I can't ask any of them for help. So it's literally on all of my shoulders to find the timers, the ballot counters, the judges, the chief judge, the contest toastmaster, the Zoom master, and like all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I have to find it all by myself because the contestants have to not be aware who they are.
Right.
Because it has to be anonymous for a fair contest, for fair
Mm-hmm.
judging and such like that. So it's all on me. And apparently this week I have to find my judges.
Oh, jeez.
I have one out of five that I need.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I'm in I've been trying to get into the swing of things by sending a million and one emails, trying to figure out all of my Toastmasters web of contacts and figure out who
Mm-hmm.
can come to our club and things like that to kind of help us out. So I've been sending out a bunch of emails today, basically, since I woke up. And trying to figure out who can be my judges so I can get my judges team formalized. Then I can figure out the smaller roles. The smaller roles I kind of want to be fulfilled by my club members instead of
Right.
outside members because it's good experience. I can learn how to be a proper timer and use the technology properly to do so. And then
Mm-hmm.
also see what a ballot form looks like when a judge fills it out and how to calculate that. And there's a lot that goes into this contest that I think is really good experience for members to try out besides me chairing and
Right.
organizing it all. So yeah, suddenly it's oh, I'm technically behind apparently on my planning. Who would have thought?
Mm.
But good news is, so is Michelle. So her and I are in the same boat, and we're emailing each other back and forth, going, "So, would we want to share the same judges list that the district has sent me?" And I'm like, "Yes, please, Michelle, give me
I
names.
need people.
I need people. You pick five, I pick five, and then we go from there." So yeah, it's just been a lot of "Oh shit, I guess we're behind," and Michelle's like, "I guess we are."
At least it's not. At least you guys are accepting it. It's like, oh, well, shit.
Yep. So now it's a scramble to kind of get my helpers and team formalized so that we can have a meeting as soon as possible,
Mm-hmm.
apparently, so that we could talk about dry run because we're doing two contests in one this year, which again is not only is this a new thing for me to do, it's also a new thing for everyone to do.
Oh boy.
So we all have to figure it out together. Yeah, so it's a little
Gotta
crazy, a
love
little.
having a. Gotta love being the first one to do it.
Yeah, a lot of the clubs in the district are like, how the fuck do we do an online tabletopics contest? That's going to be hard. And I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. So we got to figure out how to use Zoom properly to kind of make sure everything stays anonymous and breakout rooms and who's going to be in the breakout room, who's going to be the controller of the breakout room, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot is going into this, and we've got most of those details figured out, but we're still not too sure if we're doing it right. Because again, my education committee is all newer members of
Oh. Oh
Toastmasters, within
boy.
the last 2 years. So we're all maybe we should get some consultation on how we want to do this. So Austin's going to reach out to District 117, which I don't even know where that is, to be honest, but he's got a contact there apparently. So he's going to
Hmm.
contact them and tell them about our plan for the Table Topics contest, at least to get some insight of how, if they've done an online Table Topics contest before, how did they do it? And if they haven't done it before, does our approach sound right? And then I'm going to be consulting District 42, which is actually just south of Red Deer. So in my province, it's basically we have District 99, that's northern Alberta and Saskatchewan. We got District 42, that's southern Alberta and southern Saskatchewan. Words. So I'll be contacting the one speaker that I've met from that district and asking her about it because she is a hybrid wizard. She knows how to do hybrid meetings really, really well at this point.
Ooh,
So,
hybrid master.
mm-hmm. So I'll be contacting her about hey, you did a really great presentation during our club officer training back in November. Um, is there a chance that we can have a conversation to talk about upcoming online contests? It's not hybrid that we're looking at, but I'm also looking for some consult on how to do a table topics contest using the Zoom um, platform. That's the word I was
Right.
looking for. So yeah, so a lot of emails, outreach, meetings coming out of this, and it's going to be crazy busy for me. But On the one hand, I'm like, huh, maybe I can lead the team after all. I can actually delegate things. Who would have thought? So
Ooh.
I'm learning to delegate,
Hey, that's good to hear.
kind of, yeah. And especially for the mentorship program. Ha ha ha. I am building a mentorship program basically from nothing to something for my
Time to do
club.
some magic. Whee!
Yeah, pretty much. And that's another thing that happened at the executive meeting. We, as an education committee, decided that what we were going to do is we're going to match people up kind of just automatically. So, like, without consult or anything like that, just to give them like a 1 month trial, see how it goes, just to kind of really get the mentorship program at least just started. And then kind of check in after a month or two, just saying, like, hey, how's it going? Have you accomplished your monthly goals? And are you guys okay to work together? Is this like a working out? Blah, 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 that kind of thing.
Right.
And send them a lot of support documents and guidelines and materials from the pathway, blah, 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 to help them out. And I shared that plan with the executive team, and the same person, he probably knows who I'm talking about. I won't
Oh yeah.
say who, was like, no, I don't think that's the approach you need to take with the ministry program. I think you need to like message or be in contact with the proteges and ask them first if they like to be matched with that person or if they have another person in mind. So you have to do that instead. Not you should not like this is my suggestion and this is more like this should be how it should be done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, thanks, I guess. So, speaking of delegation, um, I've already made a few matches over the break because I've had to talk to a few Toastmasters over the holidays.
So it was only
So
fitting.
yeah, so I got some matches already made. So basically, I had 8 matches made in my club.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 16 members are going to be kind of in like mentorship protege relationships. 4 of them have been formally like matched. I got to send them the documentation and official notice this week
Mm-hmm.
or even next week. Send those documents and support things out to them. And then for the other 4 proteges that I'm looking to match, I split up the work because there's 4 members in our committee. So
Mm-hmm.
each one of us is going to reach out to a protege and ask them if they're okay to be matched with the person that we've set for them or if they would like to work with someone else.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so yay for delegation. I did it, guys. I did
Woohoo!
it.
Nice.
And speaking of delegation too, speech contest stuff, hell yeah. Austin's helping me with that consult work for the table topics contest. And then Giovanna, fucking sweetheart, offered to go through the 28 pages of the fucking contest rulebook
Oh jeez.
and take out the specific information from the speech contest and table topics contest
Mm-hmm.
and condense it into an easier to read 3 page document basically so that we could send it out to our members and get people signed up.
Hey.
Like get formally registered for the contest.
Right.
So she's going to do all that work in the next week or so for
Yo.
us, which is really great and very helpful because I definitely don't have the time to do that right now.
Right.
So yeah, I got a really good team that's like really helping me out, and we've got educational schedule for up the wazoo for the next 6 months already, and like we got speakers in mind, and I get to confirm speakers here a little bit, and it's really cool. So we definitely got a lot of work going right off the bat in December, and now it's January, and we're just picking up steam
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
getting
good.
things going. So it's really good. I'm glad I have a team to help me out with this because oh my god, as one person for like education, it
Right.
would have been like impossible. I would have been like, I guess no one's sleeping. No sleep for me.
And that would be a
But
bad thing, cause well, I mean, you also work, but at the same time, it's like we don't want you to be like, you sure you're not college you. That's just no.
no, plus like I work my 28 hours a week in my overnight job. Plus I teach 3 nights a week now, guys.
You do. That
That
is
is something
crazy.
that came out over the holidays.
It is.
I got my regular 5 kiddos on Friday night that have been with me for like months now at this point, like 3, 4 months at this point, like the same 5 kids that I've been teaching. But now I've got 2 other classes that are like campaign, like D&D campaign classes, like that style, that
Mm-hmm.
run Wednesday nights and Sunday nights. And I've got 5 kids in the one and 4 kids in the other. So
Yep.
I'm teaching 14 kids a week now online, and it's all D&D related. And the 3 groups are vastly different from each other. Vastly different. I've got my regular chaos crew on Friday nights that love to test me and my NPCs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the bad guy. They've been really testy with the bad guy this first session last week. Trying to get him to do things. So he's like, obviously I'm not gonna do it. They're like, yeah, right. Miss, can I roll a persuasion check? And I'm like, I guess
Oh my
so.
god.
I fucking taught you guys well. You know your skills. You know that persuasion is a way to persuade people. Fucking go in and try. And then they'll roll like a 22, and I'm like, fuck.
Now I have to think of something.
I'm like, he does it, but not to the same extent. He changes it up a little bit. And they're like, that's fair, miss. And I'm like, okay.
At least in my
So,
kid. Oh.
yeah, pretty much. So I got that regular chaos crew, and then I got an all boys group on Wednesday nights. And they're kind of chaotic because two of the kids came in with concepts of characters, but not an actual character sheet for them.
Mm-hmm.
So that first session was like really a big session zero where I'm like, okay, so for a D&D character, you need to have stats, and you need to roll these ability scores, and you need to have skills, and you need to have proficiencies, and like doing a little bit of character building with them,
Mm-hmm.
and then switching to setting up the campaign and the story and what their characters would like to do to start off the campaign. So half the session was like character building, which I felt really bad because the other three kids were like, "But we have characters. What can we do?"
Oh.
I was like, "Here, I'll give you three to something to think about while I work with these other two. How do you want your characters to meet? Think about it, and I'll come back to you." So they were the ones in the chat talking to each other,
Mm-hmm.
like using the Zoom chat to talk to each other. But like maybe we can all like shop for better armor and things like that. Because Miss said that like the campaign we're in and the city that we're in is really known for their metalwork, right? Like so we can maybe meet at like shops somehow randomly, and like we're all there buying better armor and tools. And so like they're all talking about that in the chat. I was helping
Oh.
the boys the character stuff. So then I went to the chat like, all right guys, what did you decide? And like we want to meet each other by shopping for better armor and better tools and weapons because we're squishy level 1 characters right now. I'm like,
Oh.
great idea. That sounds perfect. So then they all got like some upgrades and some tools and armors and weapons and things like that to
Mm-hmm.
start off. And then I ended that first session with an explosion happening outside. So that's where the official story starts.
That's great.
Yeah, so then I had to cancel this week's session on Wednesday because I had a Toastmasters related thing. But the kids that didn't have characters, their parents messaged me saying like, "Well, I'm really sad that the session's canceled because they're looking forward to it, but it gives us another week to make sure that their characters are ready for you for like the following week." And I was like, "Oh, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear." So,
Aw.
and it ended up working out really nicely. And then my third group, I love them. I love them so much. I don't know how much people know about like gender studies and like sexuality, all that kind of stuff in this like community of yours, Daryl. But my kids are all either like gender fluid or non-binary, so they don't identify as like male or female, or
Mm-hmm.
like they will go back and forth between the two.
Right.
So very awesome crew kids. Like they are all amazing, and their characters are all like them. And they're like,
Aw.
actually, if you want to address my character as like a pronoun, they don't go by pronouns, so just call them Willow. They're gonna respond to Willow or Hey You. And I'm like, fair. All right, got it. And then the other characters are like, yeah, they're like, use like they, them like pronouns, or you can use like they, her, they, she, and like that kind of thing. I'm like, this is so
Mm-hmm.
cool. I actually get to
Aw.
like play with like gender like bending things here so that I can create
Right.
cute creatures that are also like them in
Mm-hmm.
this world. And so we've had a lot of fun in
Oh,
that
that's
first
really
session.
cool.
Yeah, and like representation is so important in like this like TTRPG space.
Mm-hmm.
And so like these kids are like fucking groundbreaking it because they're all like they're 10 years old. All the kids are
Wow.
10 years old, one's an 11-year-old. And they're like that sure of themselves. They knew who they are, and they want to make sure
Aw.
that I knew that so that I can make sure that I can represent them safely in the classroom, make sure it's a safe space. And I was like, I
Aw.
this is my favorite right now. This is
That's
absolutely
so
mind blowing.
cool. Also,
Yeah,
I
so
beautifully missed my exit. Oopsies.
I saw now you have to do this lovely little loop.
Yup. But I'm going
uh,
through Munich. Okay.
Munich. I wanted to go to Munich so badly.
Munich.
I want to go to Munich so badly.
Wonder
I
what
got to
this
go to
big thing
Berlin.
is.
I got to go to Berlin, the north part of Germany, but I never got to go to Munich. Anyway, back to the story. So yeah, three different groups of kids,
It's very. Excuse me.
but I get to have my
Very
own.
varied.
I get to really stretch myself as a DM and like as a teacher too with these kids. So I'm really looking forward to it. But with that class with the kiddos that are all like kind of really just know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one kiddo gave me a 5 out of 5 review immediately after that first session, like,
Aww.
and like their mom said like, this is a great teacher. She really cares about representation and making sure that that they have safe space and that they feel comfortable, as well as making sure that they all are heard and that everything that they want to do can attempt to be done as is the nature of D&D. And I was like, oh, I get it.
You
I
done
didn't
did
fuck
it.
up. Yes. So it's a really good group of kids, and so I'm really excited. I'm teaching 3 nights a week as well, um,
Aww.
and I'm just blown away that I've actually got this going. Like these kids are going to be with me
You
until like
did.
March, and
That's
then my
crazy.
Friday night class. This campaign ends in a couple weeks. I've got another campaign going for them that'll probably take them into May.
Oh God.
So like depending on how the other classes go, I could be teaching these kids for the rest of the year. Who knows? Hopefully.
Aww.
So it's just a lot of work. I'm doing a lot. Like I'm realizing now into 2022, I'm like, oh boy, here
You're
we
starting
go.
off strong.
Yeah.
Like
I've
actually,
got
I'm surprised, but I'm also amazed.
yeah, I've got like this Toastmasters stuff going on, the speech contest, and becoming more of a leader in that way, and organizing it and chairing it. And oh my God, so much is going into this. And
Mm-hmm.
mentorship program and educationals I'm doing, as well as being the regular VP Ed, so scheduling the agendas and programming and pushing members to complete speeches and achieve their goals. So that's all Toastmaster stuff. We're doing Speechcraft 2 and core development starting this Tuesday. And that's gonna be a lot of work because that's 8 weeks of like hardcore like prep and making sure we're ready to go for every session. And then yeah, I'm teaching 3 nights a week with these kiddos, 3 different kinds of campaigns, 3 different kinds of playing styles that I'm gonna have to adjust to on the fly and really stretch myself as a teacher. That's really exciting and good. And then I work my regular 28 hours overnight. And I'm still doing YouTube.
You are.
Although I admit this week I'm kind of running a day late for my regular posting. So like this week I posted on Tuesday instead of Monday. I'll be posting my podcast tomorrow instead of Thursday, and then hopefully get things back on track for Monday for like a gaming video. So
Right.
I'm running a day behind this week, but I'm still doing about 2 to 3 videos a week.
Still something.
It's 2 weeks. It's like 2 videos one week, 3 videos the next week, two, three, two, three. So I'm still doing a lot of YouTube content too, while fundraising.
While doing all the
Yeah.
stuff that you've already listed out. That's crazy.
Yeah. And a lot of this is bringing me joy. A lot of it's bringing me stress. A lot of it's bringing me like, oh my God, what am I doing? But at the same time, like, it's such a good outlet
Mm-hmm.
that it's distracting me from this awful pandemic.
Right. It has definitely like to be fair, you're starting off your 2022 quite up there,
Yeah.
which is like I kind of didn't expect it to happen, and yet it did.
Right? Oh my God, is my little brother on fucking TikTok? I swear to God. What did he send me? You guys are gonna listen to this with me because I'm fucking curious now.
Oh boy.
What?
What?
I'm not gonna even describe that one, guys. Next, it was Thomas the Tank Engine saying about rifles and guns in America. I'm done. What is my little brother watching on TikTok? I don't know, but here we go. Let's see what the second video is.
Hey, bro. I'm good. You okay? I'm good, bro. You vegan, bro. I'm good.
All right. My 12-year-old brother, ladies and gentlemen. That's the stuff he's watching on TikTok.
Gotta love Zoomer humor. Zoomer
Okay.
humor.
Oh boy. And oh, he did send me a Snapchat back.
Oh boy.
Do you want to hear this? I don't know if I should play this. I'm fucking playing it.
So fucking mad. I hope you have an amazing fucking day.
Oh
So
gosh.
fucking mad. I hope you have an amazing fucking day.
Just hearing the audio is just really best out of context. Oh, I wish I
Yeah.
shit.
All I sent him was just like, "Hey, buddy." So he, like, you guys probably heard at the end of that like little called like he has a cough, so he's out of school for 5 days. It's out of mandatory isolation. The rapid at home test was negative, but he has to do a second one before he can come back to school. So who knows what could develop in the next fucking 5 days? So that's not really
Right.
stress. So I sent him a Snapchat going, hope you're feeling better, like soon, and like we should snap on here because we haven't actually Snapchatted yet since you've added me on Snapchat. And then he just like, then yeah, you heard him like, I hope you have a fucking good day too.
Cool.
That's his deep voice now.
Really?
Yeah, like
That
that
is
wasn't
so
him just
deep.
putting on a voice; it was him talking, and I'm
That
being.
is so deep.
It's so fucking
What the
disturbing.
fuck?
Right.
It's like
I wonder if
he's
I
like
can find an
rapidly
old Marco
aged.
Polo. I wonder if I can find an older Marco Polo video that can like you can hear his voice from before.
Like I think I
Or-
recall his voice from pre-puberty. That is deep for his
I'm
age.
good. School's good. And because I want to try something new.
There you go. Oh, now he's not talking.
And yes, eating can be very boring. And
So that's his voice back then. That was like what 4 months ago?
So then the transition, basically.
Yeah.
That's transition. Because I
Yeah.
remember it used to be a lot higher than that.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Right. Oh my god. My brother's had poopy. My butter going up.
I want to say it the way I should say it in terms of how boys hit puberty, but it's probably not the best thing to say right now.
I don't know where you're going with this because I obviously have not been a boy going through puberty, so I don't know where you're going with this.
I'm just gonna say his balls dropped quite a bit.
Yeah. My mom's made the same joke, so don't worry.
Okay, yeah. That's why it's like it's not the most fitting joke, but it's like what
Yeah.
every probably every boy that hits puberty really. Oh my god, his
Mhm.
balls dropped.
Yeah. So, wow, he's grown up a lot. But yeah, that's been like a lot of me in 2022 so far. It's just like, I feel like my brain is lagging behind still, like 2 weeks in. Because,
That's
like, I
fair.
still haven't done fully everything that I've needed to do this week yet.
Mm-hmm.
And today I woke up and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do all the shit. But like when I got home, I was wide awake from work. I don't know why, but I was just wide awake. So I didn't actually crash till 10:30.
Right.
And then like I got up at 4:30 and I went to like go do a few things and I got a couple things done and then I sent out a bunch of emails. No, I'm too tired. I have no energy. I gotta go back to sleep for like an hour and a bit. And then that's when you text me going, hey, we can like call early if you want. I'm like, I'm still in bed. I haven't ate food yet.
And you're just getting dinner right now. I was just
Yeah.
like, it would be cool to just like kind of start early-ish, but like I had to prep anyway, so
Yeah, it kind of worked out. But I was just like, oh shit, you're never early. God.
I know.
Like when I saw your name on the text, I'm like, oh, he's gonna be like, can we meet at like 8? And I'm like, all right, cool. But no, instead it was like, can we meet now? I'm like,
Like, can we meet in a couple of minutes? So it'd be cool just so I could start prepping some shit.
yeah. So but yeah, that was interesting. I was like, great. My brain was not ready for this, but here we are.
Hi, we are here, and I'm still driving.
You are. This is a long trip.
I'm going from Norway. I think I was in Norway to Italy, the
Wow.
far side of Italy.
Oh my gosh.
We have to go down the boot.
Yeah. My gosh. Yeah. What else could I share? Like, it's just been a lot.
Well, I did kind
Oh,
of talk. Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
kind. Oh, I forgot one thing. I guess I've been talking to a guy.
Oh yeah, you did. What?
Yeah, a local, and it's a funny story because like I am part of you can tell my dating life is sad when I'm part of a singles group in my city on Facebook. But like a lot of people have been posting like, hi, like introductions, like, hi, thank you for the ad, like my name is blah 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 blah, this is who I am, da 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 da. And like a lot of people go like, welcome to the group, it's nice to meet you, hopefully you can find the one, like making all those kinds of jokes.
Right.
All I did was like, I think I was the first one to comment, but I wasn't the first one to like it. So I was the first one to comment like, welcome to the group, hopefully you can find like some friends or others to like connect with. And like suddenly like I had a message request.
Oh,
Like 45 minutes later after that, and I was like,
hi.
what? Hi? And like I checked, and yeah, he was just like, I didn't expect anyone to comment on my post or anything like that. So thank you for being the first, and you look very cute and interesting. So tell me about yourself. I'm like, okay, here we go. And yeah, we've been chatting now for like a couple weeks now. I
Dang, look at
think.
you.
How long have we been actually chatting for?
How
Oh,
long have we been doing it?
we've been messaging each other every day, so there's a lot of messages to go through.
I don't know. I was like, how long have you been doing it? Doo da, doo da.
Ew, Daryl, that's cooties.
What
Okay,
the?
sorry, I've been watching Gilmore Girls, and they keep making
Oh
cuties jokes. Anyway,
my god. God damn it.
going back to middle school, y'all. Um, wow, this is taking a while to get through. We've been chatting a lot, y'all. Although he definitely was surprised about like, wow, you work overnights? How do you do it? And I'm like, coffee.
So I thought you were going to say, I don't.
I don't. I literally have to drink a lot of coffee to get through.
Oh god, it's going to be
We talked about
raining.
Overwatch for a long time here. My God.
Watch is a pretty okay game. Not a great company, but okay game.
Yeah. We started messaging December 30th.
Wow, a day before New Year's. 2 days
Yeah.
before New Year's, but you know what I mean.
Exactly. Ooh. So yeah, we've been chatting quite a bit, and we got to play Overwatch together recently,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to prove to him how much of a scrub I am. My God. Because it's been so long since I played, because I've been kind of boycotting that company for a while with all the bullshit that went down with it.
Right.
So I haven't been wanting to play it, then I'm like, oh, we both have Overwatch. Huh. I could try again.
Always worth
Sure.
a shot to try again.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, definitely rusty as fuck. So hopefully when we play on Monday night, by the way, play on Monday. Again, like we can maybe do what's it called, quick play, where we can like stick as one character, and I can prove to him like, I promise you, I'm not scrubbing like Mr. Heroes, okay? Because in Mr. Heroes, you every time you die, you get a new character.
And to be like, how do I play this character? Damn,
I'm
that
like,
was my
I'm like,
early time.
yeah, that's what I made you do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi,
uh,
Trek.
yeah. And yeah, there's been like new characters, right, since. So like I'm like,
Oh,
who
it's
the heck is
true.
Echo? Who the heck is Echo? Who the heck is Sigma? Oh gosh, who are these people?
Oh, there are
Uh,
more. Okay.
yeah, like Echo, Sigma, Moira, Doomfist. There's like more people, so I'm like, oh no, I don't know what you do. Echo's fun though, because she can kind of like defy gravity for a little bit.
Ooh. I
She's
do want to play
fun,
Overwatch now.
right? So I'm excited. I might need your help with settings though in Overwatch to make it less laggy, because
Oh, I see.
my
Fun
poor
laptop.
laptop is definitely like
Seen its
it's
age.
a little bit, but also like my storage. I really need to clean out files on this thing and like
I
lower
really need to
like
get
get out
over
of
there to
storage.
help you doing that, I swear.
Yeah. So I gotta like undownload a few games here probably that'll help, and like delete some duplicate Toastmasters files and things like that, and make it a little bit better for Monday. Because yeah, it's quite laggy, especially in like high particle areas, like a lot of
Oh,
explosions.
yeah.
So all
It
of
just
Junkrat's like fucking grenades were like, oh boy, guys, I
stuttery
can't do
mess.
anything. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can
It's
fix
kind of
that.
like the old days in Vox where like if he had particles on in like Cavern.
Right. Oh my god.
Yeah. Or even raid bosses. My poor laptop's like, guys, I don't even know if I'm even hitting her anymore.
Same. Same. Only those who had a gaming PC would have like been okay-ish.
Hmm.
But like both of us on laptops, it's like, oh, where's the raid boss?
Yeah.
Even with
So,
Optifine and everything set down to low, where are they? Where did they go? Why are
yeah,
we lagging? Oh, it's the server lagging. Okay, fine.
yeah. So definitely will need your help with a little bit of that because
Mm-hmm.
my poor Overwatch is like nip 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 nip.
Yeah, I get
Unless I'm
yeah.
Farah, because then like I'm in the sky and away from all the bullshit down there, so that helps. Maybe I'll do Farah in quick play. Just to be like,
Just to
wee.
get up there. Yeah, we could definitely fix your Overwatch stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So
like
yeah,
ever since you've been explaining that to me of like you guys playing Overwatch, it's like man, I kind of want to play Overwatch, and it's
you
like,
should join us on Monday. We should do a Monday Overwatch session. I don't know
ooh,
how you'd feel about like you joining me though.
that'd be third wheeling, and that'd be probably awkward.
Yeah, but it'd be like building a team, but at the same time, maybe
Yeah,
after you and I can play. Like I just do Overwatch with him all the time, and, like play with you. But, like I'm a pro now. No, it's not gonna happen. I won't be a pro by the time I hang out with you and play Overwatch. But
I
yeah.
you like. To be fair, I've have my old Overwatch videos, and I think like at times where I did the when I did the 8-hour live stream, um,
Oh,
we played Overwatch, and man, you're pretty good. I was still rusty as fuck, and
that's
I'll
when I
be
was
more
playing it
rusty as
though,
fuck
like
now.
daily at one point.
Right. Yeah, during
Because like they
17,
still have
18.
that same thing like with arcade. Like if you every 3 wins you get a loot box.
Right.
And so I was hardcore like I'm gonna get my fucking 3 loot boxes by the end of the week, man.
Right.
Gonna do it. And so like I was really
Especially during those times.
really into that. That makes me really want to play Overwatch right now so I can get my loot boxes before the end of the week. Yeah. So it's really funny playing that again with him. But it was like a lot of fun. And
Oh.
he's a very flirty, and I'm just like, oh, damn, what is this?
Ooh.
What is this?
So
Uh,
flirty.
yeah, and we're hoping in a month from now that like things kind of get hopefully a little bit better cases
Mm.
wise. Probably fucking not because it's my stupid presents. Um, that we might actually go on a date on Valentine's Day.
Oh. Ooh. I hope so.
Yeah, we want
That
to go
is so
for like a
cool.
nice breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a nice breakfast somewhere, and then either go for a walk or just chill and sit and talk. We'll see. Because if I work the night before, I will want to just sit and talk.
Oh. Just talk the night away, basically, or day away.
Talk the morning away. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The morning coffee.
Oh. So yeah, it's been fun, and I'm definitely not used to like all the flirting and like compliments. I'm like, what is this life?
Aww.
I am not that amazing. I'm trash human. So it's been interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I think that's a lot of my life down pat right there.
That's been for you so far?
Yeah.
Well, then what are you going to do for the rest of 2022 then? I'm actually curious of like what's your perspective for 2022. I know we kind of talked about it during um, urine review,
Yeah.
but like I'm hoping I'm wondering like even with what's going on now, right? What's been going on for the first 2 weeks of January for you? What is your perspective of like 2022? What do you plan on doing? What do you want to achieve and all that stuff? Has it changed since the interview, basically?
Kind of. I gotta get another yawn out here. Okay.
So we're all on that same boat.
Um, a little bit. I did a podcast episode talking about my intentions for 2022, and I broke it down into 3 categories because my life. So one of them is Toastmasters related, of course, and that's to like successfully chair this contest and see how that goes, and really lead in the mentorship program and get that going to help support all of our members with their goals in building their confidence in public speaking and communication skills stuff. So doing like trying to really develop myself as a leader in those like 2 really big perspectives there.
Mm-hmm.
And to complete both pathways because I'm 1 level away from completing both.
Yeah, I know. You have to do it this year now.
Yeah. And with Giovanna accepting me as her mentor, I'm hoping that now in the next 6 months we work well together. I can complete my 3rd pathway technically, that Pathways mentorship program.
Ooh.
So that's my goal for like Toastmasters is to get those 3 programs, 3 pathways done,
Mm-hmm.
because then that'll be my third triple crown this year.
Yo,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
So,
crazy.
right? Really exciting stuff there. So want to work on those. That's about, if I did my math right, that's 2, 3, 5, 6 speeches to do in the next like 6 months.
That's not terrible per se.
No, 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 no.
Doable, definitely.
Yeah. And then yeah, do that. So that's Toastmasters related because that will really I think a lot of that leadership focus too is going to help me with like my confidence and like
Mm-hmm.
work on delegation and that kind of thing because that's something I really really need to do better of and not take everything on my shoulders. So that's one goal I have there for Toastmasters at
You're
least for those
getting there.
few Toastmasters goals. Yeah, definitely. I'm like chipping
Mm-hmm.
away at that slowly. And then more like socially, I guess, personally, I suppose, is to actually go out and meet with friends.
Ooh.
Like, actually have more friend time and social time.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, my weeks and things like that are tied up in Toastmasters meetings, teaching online, working overnights, attempting to sleep. I'm on a computer in my room all the fucking time.
Right.
I want to get out there this year a little bit. Right now, getting out there is kind of on hold indefinitely because our cases have hit like thousands per day at this point
Right.
in my province. So it's a little fucking terrifying to even think about going out right now, especially with like some of my family like quarantining right now. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a little too scary to go out and trying to be that social butterfly, but I really want to work on that. Like even if it's on like hanging out on Discord and playing Overwatch with a date,
Right.
or like hanging out with people and doing some games, or drinking nights or gaming nights, that kind
Mm-hmm.
of thing. Like, I want to do more of that and like really find a way to escape the busyness for a
Right.
while, like through developing friendships. So the friendships I want to develop more, of course, are mainly like Toastmasters friendships, and actually like let's fucking stop talking about Toastmasters for a while and play a game. Or let's just watch a movie or something,
Right.
like let's go for a coffee, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And just take a break from it all. Because my God, there's only so many hours in a day that I can spend talking with Toastmasters.
Right.
So I really want to work on that, like the social aspect of my personal life a lot more. And not be a busy bee hermit. Because it's
That's
not
fair.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great for to be productive, but at the same time, it's like, ooh, I
Yeah.
need to talk to people that are not about
Yeah.
work or such.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's another kind of like socially goal that I have. And then professionally, of course, is to. I've been struggling with this a little bit this week, unfortunately. It's like, yay! Oh my God, I'm so public, get back into teaching and in the classroom. Yes, fucking finally! But
Mm-hmm.
also, that is where some of the highest COVID transmission is right now.
Right.
Is from teachers in the classrooms and schools. So now I've been like really struggling with my professional goal of returning to the classroom because I'm like, I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if that's good or not. Like it's gonna be good to be a teacher again, but at the same time, like it's not safe. But also, like, when will it ever be safe again?
Right.
So like I'll have to
It's
face
such
the
an issue.
music eventually.
Right.
But like now it's like, oh gosh, yeah, I'm gonna be a teacher, but yeah, I'm most definitely probably at one point gonna get COVID.
Right.
So like I've been really struggling with that this week too a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter what, inevitably, like luckily enough, I have my 2 vaccines and
I
I'm
was gonna ask you.
boosted.
I was gonna ask you. I'll ask you about that. It's like I think you got your booster shot, right? So
Yeah.
technically, you would be fine for like I'd say for the most part, quote unquote,
Mhm.
because studies shows that most likely if you've already gotten COVID, your vaccine and your 2 vaccine shots and the booster, you are most likely going to experience mild symptoms. It's going to be very
Yeah.
rare that you will experience something severe.
Yeah.
Tis
Um.
tis be an inconvenience.
Mhm. And no pay. If I'm a teacher at that
Right.
time, I'll have sick pay hopefully. But
Hopefully, like actually, man.
And that'll be based on a salary versus like hourly wage.
Man, thank you for reminding me. It's like, man, what happens if I get sick of COVID? Do I get COVID pay? I am technically salaried too.
That would be a great question to ask at work.
I actually, I mean, I hope I don't get COVID. Like, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to like ask out of curiosity. Come on, car.
Well, no, you could just ask like for like an emergency thing, like with like the cases rising, and like I'm just kind of worried about like the finances and future. Like, what do you offer for employees who potentially could get like COVID?
Right.
You can ask it in that regard instead of like, hey, I'm concerned about COVID. If I were to get it, do I get paid for isolating? You don't have to word it that way. Like, just word it in a
Right.
way that's like, so I've been told that I should probably set up and make sure that, like, if anything were to happen to me, swear to God, hope it doesn't. If I were to get COVID, I was told that I should ask questions involving pay just so I can maybe plan that out in case, for whatever reason, I become symptomatic or whatever, like in the next indefinite future. Like, what is
Right.
there for people who potentially could get COVID? So,
COVID.
yeah, because my work
Yeah.
currently, no,
One
no,
the stupid story.
the stupid store. Yeah. So, yeah, questions to ask this day and age, because Jesus.
Right.
But yeah, so I've been struggling with my professional goal because I said that I'm like I'm gonna be a teacher this year, no matter what. I'm gonna be part of my school board. I'm gonna join it. I'm gonna be great. And part of me is just like, well, I reached
Optrons going
I
on.
reached the goal in a sense that I'm part of the school board. Is that enough this year? I think maybe. But also like I know myself and I hate this fucking job. So
To be fair, if you do have the opportunity, it's much better. It's probably, I don't know. It's really the lesser of two evils at that point. It's like you're already
yeah,
experiencing, and even though you don't interact with the public per se in your job, um,
yeah,
it is still you're in a retail business, which is like who interacts with everyone and everyone.
yeah.
Uh, for
And overnight people, for some reason, at my work think they're immune. They're dumbasses.
Oh yeah, they are.
A lot of people unmasking and like all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Aw.
Crazy. But yeah, like it really becomes less of two evils, and then it's like, oh man, it's children. They have a high chance to, but at the same time, you would be teaching. That's like the one cool thing.
Sorry, my Twitter gave me a picture of a baby quokka, and now I'm like, yeah. Like, it's just, but those are like, my 2022 is like how I pictured it. It's like really, really growing in Toastmasters and figuring out who I am as a leader and working on like the delegation skill, because I definitely need to do that. And then like, keep going, like trying to find ways to become a little more social and kind of get away from all the busyness for a while and
Right.
develop like really good healthy friendships. And then yeah, professionally, like even though it might be really scary right now to become a teacher, and like I know it's really bad for teachers because I follow enough of them on Twitter, and I have my friend Brooke who's been telling me a lot about what's going on as a teacher in the pandemic. But at the same time, it's like I miss it. And I want a
Oh wow.
chance to like I want a do-over from the UK. I need like a
Right.
do-over. I have now worked so hard on myself during this pandemic through Toastmasters and through so many other things that I've been doing. I now want this do-over.
Right. Now that you've more or less have found your voice, have to some extent, like even experience as well
Mhm.
of teaching and figuring out your proper voice in that. It's
Yeah.
like you could definitely do it. I could see it.
Mhm.
Like it's just like I can't wait to see you execute it.
Yeah. And of course I have my silly YouTube goals as well of like hitting 50 subscribers this year and like also keeping consistent with content and like I'm not gonna do and fundraising and all that kind of stuff too as well. So like fundraising, I want to hit that $1,000 goal this year and try to maybe even like get a little past it this time.
Right.
Um, that would be a nice idea. Like even if it's 1,100, I'll be like, fuck yeah, 1,100.
Dude,
Like
that'd
I
still be
really want to
crazy.
work.
That'd still be amazing, though.
Yeah, because like in the teaching profession, we have this idea of like um the standard plus one is kind of like what they call it. So like you meet the objective, but then you challenge yourself to go plus one above it.
Right.
And that idea. So like if you do mathematical scores, for example, like oh I got 75% on this test, I want to step myself up by like a whole 1% or one grade up. So
So
like
it'd
now
be
the next time I
80.
get 70%, I want to aim for 80
Okay.
or aim for like even 78 or something like that. Whatever like the next like letter grade is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's like going from like a B minus to a B or a B to a B plus, like it's always like trying to improve yourself plus one
Right.
aspect. So like for fundraising this year, that's how I feel like I want to do it. It's like
Aw.
$1,000 is the standard, and I want to do that plus one. So like try to maybe do like 1050 or to 1,100 and do that
1100.
little like a little more every year for
Right.
fundraising if I can.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a way to really step it up in a way.
Yeah. And then for YouTube, currently I'm kind of still in the same zone. I've got my podcast that comes out every Thursday. Although, sorry guys, not this Thursday. It'll be up tomorrow, Friday, and for the VOD people, you'll see it
It'll be
if
up.
you go to my channel and subscribe. Yeah. So yeah, I still got the podcast that comes out every week, and then like gaming video will be every week. I'll be switching games now.
Oh yeah, you did finish
I'm
your
taking
series.
yeah, I did a really long series in a sense because I really have enjoyed the games created by Freebird Games, like that studio, because they're the ones that created like To the Moon, A Bird Story, Finding Paradise, and last year they released Imposter Factory. And so I did this really long, like very, very long, like when did I start To the Moon? Forever ago.
June, I think.
Probably. Like I've done like about 6 months of just like this kind of storytelling
Right.
game style gameplay. Don't get me wrong, I've absolutely loved the emotional turmoil it's given me. It's been great. But now I'm going to be switching tactics a little bit because I've been watching a lot of people play Danganronpa.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember my friend, I don't remember who bought it for me. I think maybe J Bunch or Snook or someone
Right.
in the community forever fucking ago bought me Danganronpa Happy Havoc Trigger Happy Havoc. And I have not played it at all.
But you've heard of the series, right?
Yeah, I've like watched Game Grumps play it like a couple years ago,
Mm-hmm.
all the way through. Um, so I started To the Moon 5 months ago. So it's been 5 months of Freebird Game Studio games.
Dang, so that's July, right?
Let me click on the actual date. July 26th, yeah.
Wow.
So I've gone through, yeah, I went through all of To the Moon, which was 7 episodes. This is actually really cool, like fun facts, by the way, guys. If you want to know this, To the Moon, 7 episodes, A Bird Story, one full gameplay because it's like a short little mini game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a preview to Finding Paradise. So I did The Bird Story all in one video. Then I did Finding Paradise in 7 episodes and Imposter Factory in 7 episodes.
Wow. 777 and a 1.
Yeah, pretty much.
Crazy.
So now I'm going to be switching and doing a whole different kind of game style that I'm definitely not going to be used to. And that's Danganronpa.
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 That's a mystery genre, I think, right?
Yeah. Premises, you wake up in a school and you know that you got accepted to Hope's Peak Academy. And it's this procedure school where everyone has this ultimate talents. Like you go to the school for a reason, like you have some sort of really good skill or special talents.
Mm-hmm.
So you get accepted to the school, but then you wake up randomly, your memories are wiped, while you're around with 15 other students, kind of thing, and suddenly it's become like a killing game. So in order to graduate from Hope's Peak, you have to you have to you have to kill someone and then like be found guilty and then like you get to graduate or leave the school. Or another way to do it is you find out who the killer is and you keep playing till like you're the last one standing kind of thing, or like a group of people are standing, whatever. You try to like solve it and figure out what's going on behind the scenes, how they get there, why are they playing these games, So yeah, it's a lot of like murder mystery, figuring out what the fuck is happening
Right.
in the school and why do we have to kill each other. And like the little fucking bear, Monokuma, fucking
Mm-hmm.
Monokuma, he's there to kind of like motivate people to like give them motives to kill, like reasons to kill. And
Right.
some of the reasons in the first game are fucked up. So I'm looking forward to going through the emotional turmoil again. So it'll be interesting to play that game.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that'll
and
be
then maybe
very
get the rest of
interesting.
the games too. I might get the second and third game
Ooh.
too. I'll do like what I did with Free Bird games. I'll just play all the Danganronpa games,
Just
so,
play all the
like the rest of this
Danganronpa
year.
games. Yeah, that's way to do it, right?
Yeah, they are long games though,
They are.
so we'll see.
That is technically a non-indie game. That is definitely it's to some extent a licensed game. So usually they are definitely a lot longer.
Yeah, I want to look it up now.
See the playtime, average playtime.
Wow. Oh my god, the third game is so expensive. What the fuck?
Oh really? How bad?
So Danganronpa, the first one's 22 Canadian, the second one's 22 Canadian, the third one's 45.49 Canadian.
Oh jeez.
What happened, guys? Are you
How
all
much
okay?
is that? Wait, wait. How long have those three games been out? I know probably the first one's the oldest, but
Well, let me go through it. Why not? So Trigger Happy Havoc, the first one, February 15th. February 18th, 2016. What numbers am I reading here? Um, that game came out in 2016, and the average playtime is question mark. Where would I fucking find that? Mm.
good answer. Good answer.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Oh wow, that's a really helpful review.
Oh boy,
This
what did they
person's
say?
review of Danganronpa is like recommended 37.3 hours on record. I love watching them die.
Suffer, apparently.
Yeah. Um. It looks like about 30 hours of gameplay.
Wow.
Probably 30 to 40 hours of gameplay. That could
That
be a
has
40 episodes.
one
That could be a whole year of Danganronpa, guys.
whole year of Danganronpa from start to end.
I hope. Wow.
That'd be something.
recommended. Recommended the review. Funny Bear encourages manslaughter. 10 out of 10.
Okay, but they're not wrong entirely. It is a
Okay.
bear that encourages manslaughter.
Recommended. I'm starting to think the school might not be great, and the bear might be kind of mean.
You don't say. You don't say. The bear can be mean and tell you to kill people.
hmm My favorite character just died. The game. So yeah, you know it's gonna be a good game when you have
It's
those
good.
reviews, guys.
Oh gosh, so that means it's a wonder if you're going to be attached to a character then.
I absolutely will. Don't worry.
Okay.
That's what I yes. Uh, dang one. Oh wow, they released the second one in April 2016.
Oh wow, so that's really.
So February 2016, April 2016.
Hmm,
Or maybe that's when they released it on Steam, maybe.
probably. I don't know if the game has been out for that long. And I'm trying to remember
And
if.
number 3, Killing Harmonies, what this game's called. Lovely.
Nice name.
September 2017.
Interesting. Why is it still expensive is the question.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out if the anime or the game came out first. And I think the game would have came out, I think, on PlayStation back then. So
Probably.
I don't know if the game has been out since like 13, 14. Because I remember hearing about the anime
Mm-hmm.
back in 2014. And I kind of watched a little bit and I was like, this is cool. Never watched the rest of it.
Wow. It seems like a longer game, like the third one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Still, 30 hours for the first game.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be reading a lot and figuring out mystery a lot.
Yeah, now you want me to look up
For
what
one
came
whole
first.
year.
What came first, the anime or the game?
I think it's the game.
Danganronpa game. I spelled Danganronpa wrong, of course.
Nice. See,
Um,
as you search that up, it's like I'm like when you mainly like mention Danganronpa, I'm just like thinking it's like ooh mystery game, and whatnot. Man, that makes me think of Phoenix Wright.
initial release date for the first game was actually November 25th, 2010 on PlayStation, you're right.
I figured it'd be PlayStation because it's a Japanese game. Usually, Japanese game only comes out of the PlayStation during that, like back then.
Yeah, and then second one, dang, oh, why you do this to me? Google, no, sorry. Goodbye Despair. That one came out in 2012 on PlayStation, of course, so July 26, 2012. And then this last one, V3, is, I think, Killing Harmony. That's what it's called. Killing Harmony! That one came out in 2017? January
Also, it
2017?
came out the same time as the Steam release then, or roughly the same time.
No, Steam got it on September of 2017.
But definitely a lot closer than.
Yeah. People rated that game 9 out of 10.
This is a really good
and
game.
now Danganronpa anime. That one came out 2013.
2013. Okay.
So it's adapted from the game.
Right.
Yeah, the game came out in 2010. Anime came out 3 years later.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this during the time when that was that was about to come out. It's like, this sounds interesting, cause don't remember what really like sparked my piqued my interest on Danganronpa back then, but I just remembered like seeing the trailers. Like, ooh, this looks really cool, and then I realized it's a game, and there was like a couple of animes that came from games during that time, so I was just like, you know what, they're not that bad per se, so I'm just gonna give it a watch, including that one. And it's like, ooh, I didn't like. It was a very interesting premise, and I watched it for like a couple episodes, and that was especially during that was my hardcore anime phase. I just never decided to finish it though. That's the thing. But yeah.
I kind of want to like play the game first, like this year, and then maybe you and I could watch it like after I finish.
That's fair, just to see how much it got adapted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a direct adaptation, so.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
I will not spoil. Well, then don't watch my series.
No, it's fine.
Avoid my gaming Mondays. Unless we want to watch the anime first. Well, that will be hard to do because like I'm starting it this Monday.
Yeah. And then you're going to be spoiled by the anime and be like, realize, how does it go in the game? It'd be like weird.
Yeah, I don't remember how this game ended because like Grumps did this game a while back, like at the start of the pandemic, I think. Or what did they call it in the YouTube? They called it the Backstreet Boy reunion tour, so they can get around the censorship on like YouTube.
Technically, they did get reunion during that time, so.
Okay, fair, whatever.
I don't know. They just thought of it in my head.
Old things do.
I don't know why.
Yeah, so I don't even remember how it ended. Like, it's funny because like they're trying to remember like how that game ended too. Like they're playing like a second one right now. And like it's funny because like so much happens in this fucking game that you can barely remember it all between like each episode.
I see.
Plus it's one of those games. I kind of have to agree with Dan and Aaron a little bit on this. Like, they tend to like repeat things quite a bit. And you know that that's important for like what will happen later because like they do class trials and things like that when like a body's been found, all that kind of stuff, like all the investigation work, blood, motives, and things like that. It's very much like an investigation game. And so like they keep doing like flashbacks to scenes over and over again, or they'll repeat themselves over and over again. And like it's so funny to see Dan and Aaron like do this. He's just like, oh my god, it's a door. Let me guess. They're all going to be like, oh, a door. And then like, so, you know, like he'll press like the button to kind of like go on the next dialogue, like, oh, a door? How did it get here? And he's like, I told you guys. Now we're going to talk about this door for 20 minutes. Here we go.
And then eventually the door will be foreshadowing.
Yes.
Foreshadowing the game, basically.
Oh yeah. So it's one of those games you have to have a really good eye for detail and observation, but also
Right.
it's a pretty forgiving game because they'll be like, you can just go back and check the chat log whenever you want.
Right.
Um,
See, like that's like completely different to like Phoenix, right? Where it's like you really gotta be you gotta be certain that you're reading it correctly. Granted, it actually does give you the option to like reread everything and be sure that you understand it. And apparently, like the new versions, I think the ones that come out on Steam is either Steam, the Switch, or both. Where it's got ported over from as a mobile game, like a mobile game. It used to be Game Boy Advance.
mm,
Um, then it was a strictly mobile until they decided to create a PC console port for it. So it gives you like the option, like it gives you like a nice widescreen option, be able to actually play it like a proper sit down game. Um, apparently, like I remember seeing like a glimpse of that sort of gameplay, and apparently it is a little bit easier. Like they do guide you, it's like, hey, this might be the clue you're looking for. Hey, this could be
Robot
foreshadowing.
doesn't quite do that,
Mm-hmm.
like per se, but like you still have to pay attention because like sometimes like the things that the characters say will
Mm-hmm.
like pop up as like a truth bullet or something like that they have to use in the class trial and you're like, oh fuck, who said that? Like
Right.
that's where like it gets tricky because like you
Ooh,
can't
yes.
always go back and see like who said what in the
Mm-hmm.
moment. So like that's where like people like I've seen someone like I recommend people play this game with a fucking playthrough beside them because like if you don't remember all 16 characters at the start of this game and then you go
What
through
they
your first
said.
class trial, you're gonna be fucked. And I'm like, oh
Right.
god, here we are.
The last thing you need to do is a game over, right from the
Yeah.
get go.
Well, it's kind of hard to get a game over, but at the same time, not really, especially if you keep fucking up, because then the time dwindles in the class trial very
Uh huh.
quickly when you fuck up more. So, yeah, it's gonna be one of those games where I'm like, okay, guys, I'm gonna get like super serious gamer mode in this moment, because everything that we read and see, we need to know.
Right.
Because you can't always go back in the middle of a class trial to go back in your notes and see things, like in the game, like you can't always go back to the chat log or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. You can go back and look at the Monokuma file, which can help sometimes, but otherwise, like I guess it depends on the level of difficulty you play too.
That's true.
Because
Okay.
there's like gentle, kind, and like I don't
Fuck
remember
all.
what. Yeah,
Just go with fuck
basically.
all.
It's like it also depends on the level you play. So if you play easy,
Right.
obviously it's gonna be like, hey, I think if you look to the right, you might have missed something. But if you play in the middle, it's going to be like, oh, I don't, and like it'll, your character be like, I don't think I've investigated everything in this area quite closely enough. And you're like,
Where else
oh,
do you have to go?
okay.
Right.
Yeah, whereas like in the easy mode, it's like, you might want to look a little bit closer to like by the beach house or by like the gymnasium, that kind of thing. So, and then like the hardcore mode's like, you better fucking pay attention, bro, because I ain't helping you. Goodbye.
It's like you sure we captured everything here?
No, hard mode doesn't
Oh wait,
even do
not even
that.
that. It's
Hard
just
mode is
like
just like, here's all the controls, here's all the access to like the Monokuma files, like the pieces of evidence that
have
you've
fun with it.
collected. If you miss anything, well, that's on you. Goodbye. Have fun.
Oh god, imagine just missing a couple of like evidence and be like a couple of like missing pieces and be like, okay, shit, what was on here? What could be it?
Did I see that broken bottle? I don't remember a broken bottle. Oh God, was there a broken bottle? Yeah. It starts to mess with you quite a bit. Um, but the games have some really deep fucking meaning and messaging to them. Holy crap.
Like like
Um,
like
about like
like in
hope and
life.
despair and like life and
Oh
like
wow.
goals and like motivation and all that kind of stuff. So like it gets really heavy at a couple parts, and I was like, oh well, I didn't expect to watch Game Grumps play this and be like depressed, but here we are.
Wow, what we mean trigger havoc happy or trigger happy havoc?
Yeah, Trigger Happy Havoc.
Trigger happy havoc. I didn't know it's gonna be triggering me with my emotions.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So it gets interesting. There's like this big like fucking big monologue by like the you finally figure out what the fuck is going on, of course, in the game. I
Right.
honestly have no idea. All I remember is the crazy monologue that the person does at the end of the game, and I'm like, I don't know if you're fucking crazy or if I fucking agree with you or if I don't agree with you at this point. Because damn, you hit on all the points
It's basically
of
one or the other
life.
at that point, huh?
Yeah, you're like, oh, well, you are just fucking crazy enough to do all this stupid shit in the game, but like,
Right.
damn, you really, life really sucked, didn't it? Life really does suck.
Life really does suck.
Yeah. Oh my god. I really want to play the second game too. Or like relive it and watch it over again because there's a fucking character in that game that just suddenly switches from like a regular Japanese accent to a fucking like American Southern accent.
Oh no.
And it's
Oh
so
no.
wild and crazy to watch it like happen.
I don't know why it was when you said southern accent. I just was like, oh no.
Oh man.
Oh
Yeah.
man. I mean that this is more country than being down on the bayou. I'm going all country. I can't really do the bayou, the proper southern accent.
Oh, the proper down in Louisiana accent.
Down in the
New
bayou.
Orleans. New
Yeah, in
Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Alright.
Nola. Okay, anyways.
Alright. Urban
That
Street.
was a time.
Yeah.
That was a
Uh,
time.
yeah. It's just kind of crazy. Like, these games are wild, and I can't wait to actually, like, go through the experience myself. Even though I won't be doing it blind per se, it's still,
Right.
like, the experience of playing it. I'm like, oh my god.
It'd be
Here
like,
we go.
what the heck is happening?
What the heck is going on? That's a Game Grumps joke throughout the whole games. There's like this character that always puts her hands on her hips and like leans forward, so it looks like what the heck is going on, and so they'll like use that whenever a character pops up on the screen, like the second game, and like
Right.
has their hands on their hips, and they're like, "Oh, what the heck are you talking about?" Or "What the heck is going on here?" Or "What the heck is this? What the heck are you talking about? What the heck are you going on about?"
It's got a voice, man.
They do it much more like girly, high pitcher, but like
Right.
I can't go girly right now.
Wait. Okay, in terms of girly, like Valley Girl or less Valley Girl?
No, it's just more of like a lighter pitch, like, what the heck is going on?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, what the heck is going on here?
Sounds very country like.
Yeah. I think I just have country in my head right now, that's why it's coming out that way, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I blame Teru Teru. And goodbye, despair. Teru Teru. The second game's where they have like Teru Teru and they have a character named Peku Peku.
Some beautiful names you got there.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, Danny caught on to this very quickly. They have a character from like a foreign exchange student in the second game, and her name is Sonia Nevermind. And like, he's just like, ooh, a sick Nirvana reference, bro. And like, literally the next line she says is a lyric from like one of their songs.
Oh.
And he's just like, wait, did I just
my
guess this right? Is she this
God.
character an embodiment of Nirvana? Holy crap! Like,
Ge-
and yeah,
immediately
every
gets
once
the
in a while it's like
reference.
slips in. Well, yeah, Danny's a musician. Like he's
Right.
trained like in music. Like he's like Project Ninja Six Party, Starbomb.
Yeah.
He's a part of a third band now, Shadow Academy,
Oh.
I think, that he started up like this year. So he knows his music, man, from like I think from like 60s, 70s, 80s to like not so much now because he doesn't like the newer shit, which is fair.
That's fair.
But yeah, he knows his shit, man, from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s very, very well.
And then
Yeah.
suddenly, actually a reference.
Yeah, he's just like, whoa, wait, what? Is this real? Is this for real? And we're gonna experience this in the whole game? Oh god. And Aaron's like, yeah, we probably are.
I like this game already.
Yeah. But all I remember from the first game is that there's this character with a big, like, poofy afro with, like, really thick curly hair. And it
Ooh.
looks like Danny Sixbang from, like,
Mhm.
Grumps. And he's just like, that's me. Like, that's all I remember from the, like, series. Just like, he's me.
They're just straight up saying that.
He's me. He's mine. I'm already attached to this character. I'm already attached.
Is this mine? Fuck, need to fuck off.
Yeah, he's me. We're done. This is me. And then like yeah, it's funny though, like seeing like I'm gonna go through the same thing where I'm gonna get like slowly attached to all these characters, like, oh look, this person's so nice to me. Fuck. That's not a good sign.
If they're
They're
nice to
gonna-
me, they're gonna die, aren't they?
Probably gonna die. At this point, when you go into the Danganronpa games, you just expect that everyone will die.
Just expect it. Don't be fully attached to them. Just expect them to die.
Mhm.
And just be surprised at the end that they survive.
Right? Like, honestly, the ending is such a blur. All I remember is just like being like, how? How did all of this shit that we watched and been through led to this? Like, that's all I remember is like my reaction to it and the Grumps' reaction to it. I don't remember like who actually it was or who came in and who did what or who was leading it all, who was a part of it. I have no fucking idea.
Right.
But I remember going, wow, you really are fucking crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, that's I love Monokuma though.
You
I
love
love
the game.
Aaron's voice for Monokuma the
Oh
best.
my
I'll
god.
have to play it for you later.
Are you gonna try
Because
to
I don't
mimic
think
it?
there's a way. I'm not gonna try to mimic it. No way. I don't think I can do that. I can't steal Aaron's thunder. Uh, I'll have to play it for you later. I was gonna see if we could play it now and like for it to get caught on stream, but I don't know if like share screen will make that happen. But
We could try. I'm almost done. Actually, I've already managed to
also
get to the place.
it only took 2 hours and a half, 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Fuck me. Please don't.
Good. No fuck. No fucks.
Oh, I already disaccepted. All right, here you go. Have your load. It's kind of broken though. I'm sorry. Reasonable.
Yeah. Well, the last time on Game Grumps. Okay, sorry. This gives me time to go try to load up a scene where like fucking Monokuma's in.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna pick the second game, guys, not the first game, because obviously I want to like try to keep spoiler free for the first game.
That's fair.
I want to find a funny scene with Monokuma and a bunch of guns. I mean, what? Bunch of guns.
Just a just chatting screen. There it is.
Found it.
You found
Yes. Now there's ads. Please hold.
it. Not ads. I'm just gonna just play the audio. I'm not gonna show it on the video.
Okay.
For this one wondering, I'm drinking some cherry vanilla Coke right now because I went to 7-Eleven right before I got home and I was like, I really want some Coke, and I got some cherry vanilla Coke.
Nice. I remember when I used to work at McDonald's as a kiddo, like way back in the day, like 2008, 9.
Right.
We made our own vanilla Coke.
Ooh.
All the time we would like put like the vanilla syrup into like Coke and like mix it up.
Oh my god, actually smart.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. Okay, we're gonna have to play the whole scene so you get context, okay?
Okay.
Alright, are we ready for this, guys?
Sure.
Okay, I'm not, but it's fine. Daryl gets to watch the scene, unless you want to like find a way to like.
It.
Fair enough. Okay. So, quick context here. Danganronpa 2, it takes place on an island. First of all, this is kind of different because they're supposed to be like, hey, welcome to a school trip. Yeah, and like it starts off like, oh, this is kind of nice. Like, you know, tropical island, blah, blah, blah. But then, of course, it becomes a killing game. And what just happened at this point in the game where that is they unlock the second part of the island because, like, after every class trial, you'll unlock more to explore to try to figure out what the fuck is going on, kind of thing. And so right now they're in a beach house, and this fucking character, Soda, is just like, we all should come out here more often so that we could all like change into like swimsuits and go swimming. I would love to see Sonia Nevermind in like a swimsuit, and he gets it's one of those kinds of scenes.
Right.
And then like the bear will appear. So it'll take a few moments to get through this, but yeah, that's just
No.
What did
context.
I just say?
Well, that was really loud. Sorry.
Anyway, breaking the rules is not allowed. Also, playing is fun, but please focus on your studies too.
Here we go.
Where's the rule breaker?
That's the voice.
I'll beat the crap out of him.
Who gave him that?
Yeah, he's here. You.
You, what are you holding?
A fucking gun?
Puff, puff. I'm out of breath. I'm just a little robot. What?
Oh my
Rule breakers
god.
will be shot to death. That's just common sense.
That's the voice. That's
Oh.
Monokuma.
Oh my god.
Question
Yeah, you
asked,
can't
who
pull it
gave
off,
him
but man, it would be so great.
Yeah, it's so funny.
That'd be, oh my god, that's a voice. You should at least try once, just once.
No, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I have to like watch the videos enough before I record. Maybe just be like,
Right.
I'll try to do it. I don't know if I could do it right now because that's a lot of pressure. But yeah, that's Mr. Aaron Hansen for you. He gives that same voice to Gubbo in like Paper Mario when they played Paper Mario.
Oh really?
Yeah. That's where the voice was born. Was from this like really weird like
Aw.
Super Mario character, like NPC.
Aw.
Yeah. I really want to try the voice, but I know me right now, and that would not come out nice.
No.
Nope. Alrighty, well.
But yeah. Somehow, some way, I thought I was gonna end in about like an hour 30, or 2 hours, and still managed to do 2.5 because stupid me took a long trip.
You really, really did.
I thought it was gonna be a short one, and I looked at it. This shouldn't be too bad. It should have I've done a long trip before. Usually it takes 2 hours, which is now the new norm. Then an hour 30, 2.5 hours later. Fuck.
Right. Gosh. Well, it was still fun though. We definitely talked a lot about a lot of random stuff.
We did a lot of fun stuff about ourselves during the week, and for you since the holidays, as well as pretty random stuff of like learning about 2022 and Danganronpa.
Yep. Way into the stream hardcore on Danganronpa.
So if you guys want to see the Danganronpa playthrough, it'll be coming out like this coming Monday, right?
Yeah. I'll be recording it this weekend.
Hey,
Can't wait.
So go follow all her stuff right there to the right. Her YouTubes, her Twitter. If you want to put a cent in some things, her coffee. But if you want to really put it down, put it in her Extra Life fund. She is doing it again for another. She's doing it again for another year. So you got that spare change. Put it in there.
Don't you normally let your guests talk about their own shit?
Yeah, I don't know why I did it.
For more quicker, newer content, tomorrow podcast episode will be released, and I'll be talking about communication and how important it is. Because yes, for many reasons. And then I tweet things occasionally. That's where I share a lot of like fundraising things and other people's arts and content that I think is absolutely amazing. Lately, that's been a lot of Encanto stuff because great movie. And then coffee, I'm going to be updating that very, very soon because I've had some really generous people in my life lately in coffee. So I'm going to be updating that and kind of getting things up and going, hopefully, on coffee a little bit more. And of course, the big thing is subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're going to hit fucking 50. I'm at 39 right now, actually.
Wow, holy shit. Come on, love it more. And then she'll be hitting the goal, and who knows, maybe the stretch goal is 100.
Possibly. So like that's really, really exciting. I've had some I've been making some newer Extra Life connections lately this week, so they've been like, ooh, this person makes content, so let's go check it out. So it's been really sweet. But yeah, Extra Life and YouTube are the big things this year for me. Hit those 2 goals of mine. So really, really share support and do all you can. I'm working really, really hard to keep consistent with content. I'm gonna fucking do it. Just you wait and see.
Dang, look at that.
Yeah. And then
I guess for me, thank you guys for watching this Dragyn Talking. As always, this is either, if you're watching this live, follow me on the YouTube. I guess it's in out of order, but it's fine.
Sorry.
YouTube where I have where usually these videos are uploaded. But if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button down below. I post videos twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. If I do have an extra stream and I want to upload it, it'll be there. But I've been doing Dragyn Talks on my Tuesdays, and then usually on Fridays is my travel vlogs, which I've been going places, and hopefully we'll be going more places for the rest of 2022, even though it's the start of 2022. But do be in the lookout for that. I'm still uploading, still trying to be as consistent as possible for this year, just like last year.
Same.
Also follow me on Twitter if you like to see some random updates and shit from me. I usually post stuff over there, whether it be great, derpy, personal, or stupid. It's always up there for you guys to read. Have fun with it. And I'm still slowly but surely, but consistently, I guess, in a way, posting more and more photos on my Instagram. So if you like to look at pretty pictures around the Bay Area or wherever I'm at, follow me on Instagram and all that stuff. But
I
yeah,
have
thank
to
you.
math.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I have to math, and math is hard.
Oh, aw.
90 minus 3 is 87. Okay. We're good, guys. Anyway, hi. But yes, what was up?
But yeah, no, thank you again, Dragyn, for being an amazing guest for the second Truck and Talk of 2022.
Of course. I'm glad to finally return after quite a long time.
Yeah, and we've returned for like a proper Truck and Talk Thursday, as I've always had it scheduled
Oh,
for years.
yeah. That's another update. I have my Thursdays free for the hopefully indefinite future. That might change when we get a new manager at my work, but we'll see. But right now,
Interesting.
my nights off are Mondays and Thursdays. So Thursdays I'll be back as a regular guest at the regular day on the regular time. Yay.
Yeah. Which will be really, really cool. So we can always talk about all our random shit that's been going on for the weekend and try to see if we can chill on the Friday or the weekend, sort of thing. So it's really, really cool. So again, thank you again, Dragyn, for being a guest. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching this on live or on the YouTubes as a VOD, thank you for watching. Hopefully we see you guys next week for more Truck and Talk. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, maybe a vlog in a couple days. Trying to see my timing and all that stuff. Yeah, hope you guys have a great day or night, wherever the heck you are. That's Dragyn over there. I'm the spam waits. Let's see if I can press this right. Everyone say, see y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Zoom, 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 zoom. Hi.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye.